What's going on, crime fighters, and welcome to the Dirty 30 episode of the Film Cave. It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan Swish here. Very excited. 30 episodes. That's 30 weeks in a row. Wild.
30, man. It's a Film Cave, your one-stop shop for any and all things film and goddamn entertainment. And we got a big show for y'all today.
Yeah, we do. A lot to talk about.
Excuse my lighting. I know it looks stupid. I don't know why. This light is literally raping my face on both sides, and it looks horrible. So I don't know what's going on. But we got a lot of good news, a lot of great stories. Excuse me, the cover. It's the Fast 9 spoiler review. Excuse me, which I'm excited about. As you see, I have my Dom gear on and my Corona ready. You know, anything fast related. You know, I got to support the family, man. So I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready. This is a rare instance where you see my big ass forehead and my fat ass potato head. So it's all right. It's worth it. It's worth it. So yeah, man, we want to thank you guys for joining us. Like we said, it's the 30th episode. And we're going to keep on trucking. I'm very excited. On our way to 100. That's going to be a big ass show. 100?
Can you imagine? Yeah. Wow. That's going to be, that's 2 years in. You know, I mean, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
50 will be a lot too.
50 will be a lot, definitely, for sure. The halfway mark, for sure. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and we want to thank you. If you are new, please do us a favor. If you like what you end up seeing here, if you heard stories, if you see what's going on, if you see the community we have here, everything, the easiest, simplest, and cheapest way to support is to literally hit that subscribe button. It is easy. It is simple. Support content creators, y'all. All right. Support originality. Don't be a giant doucher. All right. And don't stick to the norms. All right. Yeah. What you're used to, all the good stuff. That's no fun. Branch out. If you can watch, you can subscribe. If you're having a good time, subscribe. That's all we ask. All right. So we're going to bring this up because there's ways that you can join the show. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And we will go over this multiple times throughout the show just because it's only fair and we need to.
Yeah.
So there's two ways that you can join the show. That's by going on Twitter, using hashtag AskFilmCave. Send your questions there for it to be answered here live on the show. And number two, the big one, the one that most people do, there will be a live link. Well, there will be a link sent to the live chat during the show towards the end of the show to where you can click and join us here via video or just use your voice if you're shy to ask us questions. But there are rules. And they get put into full ass effect today. So you will come in. You will, well, of course, hey, how are you? You know, we're not savages.
Of course.
Yes. You will ask your question. You will give your thoughts on said question. And thoughts alone. Don't try to recap the show. Don't try to add anything extra on the side. Don't give us history. Don't give us nothing. Don't try to say, hey, my day, this happened to me. Even though we'd love to hear about it, we just cannot.
Right. It's not this show, you know?
No, because if you drag on, I will interrupt and cut that mofo short. Because we have to be fair to those who are in the waiting room. Those of you guys obviously can't see who's waiting. I can.
Right.
So I'm sitting here watching people as like they're dying of agony because they're just sitting there waiting to come in. We want to be fair. So to be fair to everyone watching, to be fair to those who are waiting, we have to be really and strictly time conscientious of this to be fair. And it's just going to prepare us for, you know, eventually when we get big and all type of stuff, because I'm putting it out there, we will. There'll be more people to come in. You know, we have to learn how to moderate all of that starting now. So yeah, this will be reiterated throughout the show again. Just people come in and out and they don't hear it or whatever it may be, but we'll do it. So just let you know now, if you try to step outside of what I told you, those guidelines, Mr. John is not going to be so nice about it. Dom is here today. All right. Dom is here today.
Ain't trying
and
to
you're going to get a few growls, right, and everything. All right. But with that being said, we still love y'all.
Of course. I mean, there will be shows where we have absolutely nothing to talk about, and that will be the shows that we try to sit and hang out with people. But this is going to be a busy show.
Exactly. Yes. Big red button. Go push it. If we had a big red button, we would. We should get an animation.
I think he's talking about. I think he's talking about subscribing.
That too. But
what up, JW?
That too. But all right. With that being said, let's.
That would actually be so funny though. If we had like, have you seen the thing where they like pull the lever and they like the chair falls back if they're like talking and rambling? We need some like a big red button. It's like, we're see ya. And
we're just gonna play the Austin Powers clip when they do that. It's like, whoa! They just remove them from the stream.
If we could do a video that covers everything and we just back them out while that's playing, we just act like nothing's happening.
Like, oh shit, where'd he go? I don't know. All right, well,
next up,
right. Don't be surprised if y'all see that implemented with the next few shows. I'm just saying. Okay. So like I said, we got a lot of show today, so let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your time. Let's go. All right. So me and Sir Logan, we're a bunch of nerds. We love film. We talk about it all the time. We can talk about it 24/7 without any interruptions. Sometimes we do. But there are other things we're passionate about. Other things we love. Not outside of film, but sometimes she likes to rear her beautiful face up in the conversation anyway. Because why, Logan? What is she?
She's a jealous bitch.
She's a jealous bitch. Yes, she is. But she's always welcome.
That's correct.
She's always welcome. So, we here like to call this here little segment. Look at the beautiful world as it turns. That's not the name of it, but the name is Out There in the World. Yes, it is. Bam, boozle, baby. Yes, it's out there in the world. And there's a particular way we do this, Logan. We're 30 in.
Yeah.
So I think the people know who are watching that, are familiar. But those who are not, there's a particular way we do this. And what is that? Wait, sorry, what is the fashion which we do?
It is usually the fashion of traditionary.
Yes, it is. It is a fashion of traditionary. Indeed. So, within that fashion, sir, please take the lead.
For Out There in the World, I mean, I kind of don't have much. I will say they did just announce that Trae Young is injured for
Jesus Christ
game. And he will not be playing, and apparently a very bad bone bruise in like his foot, and he has like almost no mobility in his like foot and ankle. So I really hope I'm really hoping he can come back and absolutely demolish the Bucks, because I like the underdogs. All of a sudden I'm like, okay, it'd be hilarious to see the Hawks. Somehow make it to the final. Hawks and Suns finals. That would be the weirdest shit ever.
That would be the weirdest. That's why this is. That's why I stopped.
It's so weird.
Nets are done. I was like, I'm boring.
So done. I mean, I don't know, but I just want to maybe give a shout out to him and get better so you can cook old Giannis.
That's very sweet of you. It's very concerning. It's very nice. Yeah, sure. I mean. Injuries fucking suck. Get better. I hope this doesn't fuck you up.
I mean,
you're young, so hopefully you can recover pretty good. But yeah, those aren't nothing to fucketh with. So, all right. So, speaking of this and that, I don't want to get into that because we'll talk about that for a minute. Because I also have something sports related, a bunch of bullshit that's been going on and people saying stupid shit. I'm just gonna spare it, and who knows? I'll think about it. But in the meantime, Knives Out started filming. Knives Out
Right.
2. We got some set photos of fucking Liberace Dave Bautista and Kate Hudson, who looked like Jennifer Lawrence at first. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
is she in this shit? It was not. Got announced that Ethan Hawke is a part of this bitch.
Sitting there on set. That's how they
Makes
announced
me
it.
happy. Right, squirting water guns in Batista's
I
mouth.
don't know what the hell
Very,
that was about.
very
Yeah.
sensual. And Jada Pinkett Smith, which I'm excited about too. I'm like, sweet Christmas. This is,
I mean, the cast is rounding out.
yeah. And
For
apparently, like you said, I saw a tweet. This is taking place on a yacht, like on a boat or some shit.
I'm
Murder on the Orient yacht.
Okay. The Orient Yacht.
Well, the Orient yacht. Was it Orient or Oriental Express? The movie.
Orient.
It was the Orient Express, right? Yeah, okay. I was right. Got it. Okay. So yeah, so I'm very excited to see. We're getting set pictures. Well, who else knows who'll pop up and be like, hey, this person's in it. Hey, Morgan Freeman or some random shit. Who knows?
He would be great.
He
That would be a great addition.
He would be great. Can
Yeah.
we get like a Morgan Freeman narration for Knives Out 2? Oh God.
Or
That
like
would be amazing.
what he would actually be perfect for is if Benoit Blanc needed to call in backup and it's another like detective and it's fucking Morgan Freeman just Morgan Freemaning everywhere.
Oh my God.
It would be
Now,
beautiful.
Benoit. We've got the clues here. Jesus Christ. Oh, I want that now.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I want that. I'm here as strictly observer.
And then he ends up being the murderer somehow.
Yes, the Toretto look, Kenya. That is the. And look, I got my Corona, everything. All right. I'm only sipping this bitch from the neck.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
Now it's overflowing. Look at that shit.
Oh, good.
Look.
Hey.
Cheers. Cheers. All right. So, all right, what else you got?
I mean, I think that's about it. The other thing I had was Knives Out too, but I think I'm good. What did you have something sports related? You said, or
I do, but I have a few other topics before I get to that, though.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and in typical fashion, I knew this was going to happen, and I believe I said it.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is hurt.
Oh my God.
On a set of Indy 5.
Immediately
on a fight rehearsal. So not even filming, going for that on the rehearsal.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, you're moving too fast. And then got fucked up. His whole shoulder, hurt his shoulder. But filming will continue to shoot around him until he recovers and heals in another 6 months. So
the poor guy.
Oh, not the poor guy. He keeps trying to. Why? You're like 95.
Well, no. So that's the thing. It's not his fault. How old is he? He is 78. He'll be 79 in 15 days, 2 weeks. So it's not his fault that he's getting offered giant amounts of money to come.
It's his fault.
Play characters he doesn't give a fuck about anymore. Of course, he's gonna say yes. It's just, I don't know if you saw my tweet as soon as it happened. I had forgot about this already, but you're so right. But if this is Disney Lucasfilm, obviously tons of money. They should be doing just the most spectacular CG face swaps on stuntmen that we've ever seen. And Harrison Ford should not be doing any stunts, period.
But he's Harrison Ford. He wants to do all of his shit.
See, I don't think he is. I think if they were like, hey, you're not going to do anything, we're just going to have you act out the things in slow motion and catch you in very high definition so we can CG your face onto somebody, he'll be like, are you kidding me? Like,
I'm sure, but they're not going to say that because it's fucking Harrison Ford. It's like, here, do what you want. So it's like, that's the thing. And he wants to do his stunts, which
I don't think
he keeps getting hurt.
I don't think he cares about doing his stunts.
Then he wouldn't do them.
That's I don't know.
He's 78 years old. He wouldn't do them. He has no problem saying what the fuck he does not want to do. Clearly.
That's true.
So it's like he wants to do it. Let him rock out. I mean, he's still I was gonna say like on the eye test, he's good looking, right? Like he's in shape, but movement, it's like,
what's quite odd. I mean, yeah.
Done. I mean, Blade Runner, he was barely running anymore. I was like, okay, well, now you just got to stop.
Yeah,
that was a slow ass punch you threw, but heard it. I think the last time he was in good shape was the last Indiana film, the Crystal Skull shit.
Right.
Because he was moving like a motherfucker. And I was like, oh, good for you. Still got it.
I mean, yeah, because Force Awakens, he got hurt on Force Awakens set, first of all. But
and every time he ran, it just looked like it hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I was like, yes, this sucks. Okay. Black Widow is getting some really good fucking reviews. Like amazeballs reviews, and it's getting me excited. I'm seeing a lot of shit thrown around of best spy movie and all this type of shit. Which I'm not gonna jump the gun and be like, oh yeah, oh my god.
I've seen a lot
it's
more
a great
people.
Thing to hear.
I've seen a lot more people more mixed. I did see that one guy that said,
I haven't seen that yet.
But like, I mean, it's like this morning it started at 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's down to like 85, 84.
Which would typically happen.
But I've seen a lot of people say the villain is stale. It's very generic, but it's a fun, it's a great movie. It's a Marvel movie.
Right.
And so, I mean, it's exactly
formulaic.
It's exactly what I expect. So like, that's what I'm going in for. I'm not anticipating, Kang to show up in this or something. Like, this is a very small prequel, in the past movie that's going to, give us closure on some Natasha and bring in the new Widow and whatever. So
right, because apparently is amazing.
I've heard that's the thing. I've heard she's great, and I've heard David Harbour is phenomenal as well, as Red Guardian. So I'm about it. I'm down to see. I'm kind of sad because it looks like there are not going to be any press screenings in Texas, and so like normally I would get invited to that, and I think like there's some sort of disarray in the screening companies right now or something, and so they might just not do them because I think it would have been today. So I don't know. Interesting.
Je no sais. Okay, so. I mean, I did have something sports related, but I'm like, do we want to tackle that? I don't know.
I'm good. If you don't.
Yeah.
We got plenty more to talk about.
Yeah, it'll start me on a rant, and I'm just not going to do it.
Okay.
For this show. Maybe later. Who knows? Another show as in later. All right. So you don't have anything else out there in the world? Y'all?
I'm good.
Y'all goody? All right. Heard it, y'all. Well, so that was our segment of Out There in the World. If there was anything that we missed or anything you want to cover or have us talk about, please let us know in the comment section or in the live chat, I should say. It will definitely bring it up towards the end of the show. We have a little shoot the shit moment with y'all. But until then, we shall continue forward for our headlines, or our topics, I should say, of the evening. So let's start off something small. We'll get back to it. A little movie premiered, which we will get into a little later. But something else surfaced, which brought us to the question, should they, could they, and would they do this?
The answer is no.
So.
God.
With the release of Fast 9, Vin Diesel has been very vocal since this bitch came out about everything. How he sees it ending, how 10 and 11 are going to start shooting, well, typically in like January and all type of shit. Then he also said that he wants to do a Fast musical. So, he's always wanted to do it. Given the track record of what Fast and Furious is doing, just exploiting the absurd, the ridiculous, the fucking just completely stupid, could this be a thing Universal thinks about in the future? Can there be a Fast in the musical? And that's what they should call it. Just by the way, you're welcome. Fast in the musical. That's it.
The musical and the Furious?
Right. So it's like, I don't put it past. This is a series that knows what the fuck it is. The studio knows what the fuck it is. And the audience knows what the fuck it is. So, could there be a possibility this happens? What is your thoughts? What do you think about it? Sound off, good sir. I'll let you go first.
I mean, the idea of having to listen to Vin Diesel attempt to use any sort of musical part of his vocal cords makes people want to blow my brains out.
He already has. Have you not heard his songs?
No, why the fuck would I look him up?
Oh. He had 2 songs out. Listen, I'm not saying the man's an angel. Yeah, he's saying it. He has 2 singles out right now, and his first one is kind of a banger. I'm not gonna hold you. His voice isn't the best, obviously, but the beat, I was like, okay, I feel it. You can rock to it.
Okay, anybody can get a good beat.
Oh, of course. That's all music is these days. It's fucking ass.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like. It's a banger. It's a little banger. I haven't heard the second one though, so I can't talk. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, no, it's not something I would be interested in. I guess I could say because I would guess that they would make it 2 hours and 59 minutes long, and and there would not be any words spoken. It would only be songs, and I would rather just not do that.
I don't think they'll go that route where everything is a song. I think they'll still have the dialogue, and then they'll pop them to the shit.
They will never do this. I don't know.
Listen, at this point, I'll say never say never.
Okay. If you want me to be honest, if they were actually going to do this, it's because these movies make them a ton of money, and they might do.
And that one will too.
A 10 to 15 minute short, either on like a Blu-ray or direct to YouTube type of thing. That way, for all the people like me who don't want to know anything about it, I'm obviously not going to buy that shit.
Very few.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's something I'll be perfectly honest. The fact that you're into it's hilarious. You might be one of like under 10,000 people in the world that are like, I would actually really like to see that. And
insane.
And that's, out of the Fast and Furious fans. So who the fuck wants that? But yeah.
So I never said I wanted it, but I'm not going to turn it down either. So if it happens,
you said you would fuck with it.
I would fuck with it. Doesn't mean I want it. I will take it. I will fuck with it. Okay. So it's like, listen, I'm an open opportunity guy. Whatever, make your content, boo-boo. Do what you want to do. It's Fast and Furious.
Vin might fund the whole thing if it was like a short. Then who cares?
They could do like a little short they could release. I would do that, or do like a little like IMAX special, like they did for.
You think that would be?
Just like there you go.
I literally would have to come in late. No, it better be in whatever the movie is that's been in theaters the longest. It's playing on like the worst theater in the building with like a cut screen. It's all fucked up. The seats are falling apart. It's an exclusive 5-minute event for those.
So Logan and the people like Logan just keep doubting the power of Fast. And it's like,
I'm not doubting the power. I'm doubting the talent.
And it's amazing talent. Okay, listen here. Which we'll get into it.
I know, yeah.
Wait to get to this shit. But
I know. I want to get to it.
I cannot wait. But I am open.
Look at what Kenya said. You need to make that big.
Huh?
Just send it as a text message to all 10 fans of Fast and Furious.
This is one of the biggest franchises in the world and ever. Only has 10 fans.
I know.
You're absolutely correct.
10 fans might actually be the only ones that want to see this shit, but I can't wait to talk about it.
10 haters are the only people 10 people are the only people who hate Fast and Furious. So it's like
3 of them sat together in my screening.
Right. I yes, they did. But anyway, I'm not fucking campaigning for it, but if it happens, I'm down. I'm with it. It'll be fun as shit. I'll go there drunk as fuck and just go and just enjoy. Fucking Matt, Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's my feelings. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see us sing along, fuck it. I'll live my life a quarter mile at a time. Type shit. That'll be fucking hilarious. I would die.
It would be. It might sink the franchise.
I owe you a 2-second car. Yeah, like 10-second car. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll be with it, but if they did, it might fucking derail the franchise on such an epic proportion.
Correct.
Like it would hurt. So I'm like, but
if Fast and 9 didn't derail this,
which it did,
that would.
But okay, so yeah. So let us know about what you guys think about the musical. Let us know. GTA 6 is trending right now. Yeah, we'll see it in another 10 years, I'm sure.
No, 2025 is what they're saying. That's why it's trending.
Oh,
so 4 years, great.
We'll see. Right.
Not worth the trend.
Right.
I mean,
right. Not at all. But okay, so that's it on Fast and the Musical. We're on opposite ends, but I'm curious. Who knows? So we got a lot of damn trailers this week. Quite a few. And one of them I missed to put on there, but we'll cover it a little bit. But the first one, for sure, is say his name 5 times, get fucked with a hook. And it's Candyman. We got the second trailer to that, so we got a little more insight on the story, what direction they're going with, the story of Candyman himself. So it's very interesting. Did you see the trailer?
I did not. I did not.
Oh, wish I would have known that. I would have popped it up and would have watched it now.
Nah.
I'm
not big on horror, so I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're Mr. Poopy Pants when it comes to
the other horror one we're going to talk about. I haven't watched either. I've heard it's great.
What the fuck? Okay, this is blasphemous and all type of, especially the second one. You will not, but we'll get to that. So Candyman, since he hasn't seen it, I want to pull it up and watch it, but my internet and laptop is so stupid.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna attempt it at all.
Because I have to watch it on that too, and that's not good for me.
Right. If it's better if I download the thing and attach it to here and watch it through here versus screening, but I didn't know you didn't see it, so I didn't know it.
I got you.
So Candyman is very interesting. They gave us a little bit more on the story and what direction that they're going. So they changed his backstory up a little bit with this film. So Candyman is not a man. He is literally like an entity that can embody other people. I don't know which direction that they're going in with that storyline of a man who was a neighborhood dude, would give candy to kids and shit like that, but people started finding razor blades and the candy. So they went on a hunting spree and murdered this man horribly in cold blood. But then a few weeks later, more razor blades and candy. So he was obviously not the motherfucker doing it. So yeah. So it's interesting. So now they're just basically showing you this story. Yaya is going to be attached somehow. He might be the latest motherfucker that Candyman embodies or whatever, which I'm sure because it's Yaya. But yeah, looks good. Nia DaCosta, a lot of brutality, blood squirting all over the place in this trailer. Love it. So that was turning me on. I'm a gore head, so I love that. So yeah, looks good, interesting. Gonna see it. Comes out in August. I'm very excited. But you can't go wrong with Jordan Peele. So I'm like, in Jordan Peele we trust. So I'm looking forward to it. You need to watch the trailer to know what's going on and to get on it.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Don't be a dick. All right. Scary ass. Jesus.
Blood squirting, I'm already kind of out.
Oh, does blood squirting make you ewy?
No, it just doesn't sound appealing to me as I don't know. We'll see.
Jesus Christ. This display of gray hair, you old ass. This is you.
What I mean, you watched Spiral, so
I did not watch Spiral. I saw the last 10 minutes of Spiral.
Why?
Because I wanted to know what the ending was and like the twists and shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't want to watch the movie. I was like, whatever. I just YouTube and then I saw it. So yeah. But so there was Candyman trailer, which apparently Logan's like fuck all to, but heard it. Then this next one, this is my host, people. It's this fucking food over here. But the second one, which is more of an insult, I will have you know now, is Halloween dropped the latest trailer. Because this is a legend, and you will not shit on a legend. So I need you to watch it and then figure it out. Okay.
I've seen the old ones back in the day, but I'm just not interested in seeing any new ones. I'm good. Just not my thing. Not my kind of movie. I have heard this is a great trailer, though, people were saying so.
You're fucking horrible, Logan. Yes, it is a great trailer. It is amazing. It is true Halloween fashion. Michael Myers is just the best. Jamie Lee Curtis, sexy ass, kicking more ass. It was just amazing. Some people think that showed a little bit too much. I don't think so. I personally didn't think so. It's like because we saw a lot of deaths, but we only saw a few that happened. We just saw the end result of some. I don't know how it happens. That's what I'm going to see the movie for. And I'm sure there's a lot more kill count because apparently Michael is a straight savage.
I would hope so with the name.
Right. And it's like
which
going
doesn't make
ham
sense. But
sandwich. Yeah. I will say this: these names of the last two are
was the last
interesting.
one just Halloween again?
The last one was just Halloween. Yeah, just Halloween. Halloween kills. Halloween ends. So I'm like, okay, okay.
They
Got
already
it.
have a third one coming.
Yeah, it's a trilogy. Yeah.
All right.
Sparkle Myers.
I've heard that like that
Movies were
Halloween,
amazing.
the last one that they made was good. You know, they
Yes, it
brought
was.
Jamie Lee Curtis back
Really
and all
damn
that.
good.
But
Yes, it was.
yeah,
Yes, it was. So it looks great. You have the town after Michael now, so it's a whole hunt. This is the most brutal we've ever seen Michael, in the words of the directors and screenwriters and all that shit. So it makes me very happy to see. Because someone who is Michael obsessed, he's my favorite slasher. Halloween is the best horror movie. I mean, yeah, horror movie / Halloween movie, whatever, is Halloween. So I'm very excited for this. We shall see. Obviously, can't dive too much into it. You haven't seen it. But whatever.
I mean, you can talk about it if you want.
I mean, there's not much to go in depth on that. We can't bounce off.
Right. I mean,
Thanks.
it also sounds like you're trying to talk about any Halloween movie. It's just like, not much to talk about. I mean,
That's not true. There's a lot to talk about it from the trailer. Okay. Not much. They give us quick shits and side stories, but it looks amazing. What are you doing? Pretty creative kills. That
Gotcha.
I will say. So, which this one? What about Friday the 13th? Fuck Jason. But another trailer, which I'm sure this man will be all over now. That's the only one he's seen, apparently. Shang-Chi. That badass mofo.
Correct.
With a few surprises. Dropped the latest trailer. Now, I did not watch this when it drops. I was in Fast 9.
Yeah, same.
And when I came out, the surprise was spoiled for me before I even got a chance to see it. So I was like, oh, well, fuck.
No, really?
Yeah, Twitter. It was all over Twitter.
Damn,
because I didn't know the shit was dropping. So I was just going on Twitter to talk about
Fast 9.
you didn't
know. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I was like, on Fast 9. I'm like, oh, hey, I got this. What? So it was like, it was fucked. My whole timeline was flooded. I was like, well, okay, well, I guess now I just have to watch it. So we got the Shang-Chi's new trailer. We got a little more story, a little more backstory on him. We got a lot more Mandarin, which is awesome. We got a lot more of the rings and the display of the power.
Yep.
We got a lovely, beautiful, and gorgeous dragon by the name of Fin Fan Foom, who looks quite amazing. Huh?
That's not Fin Fang Fu.
That's not Fin Fang?
No.
Who told you that?
Everyone.
Who's everyone?
Shang-Chi himself said he's not in this movie.
What? That's fucking shit. So who's this dragon bastard? I don't want no imposter.
They just call it the Great Protector on the Funko Pops that leaked a long time ago. It's just it's just a different dragon.
That's right. I remember. Man, fuck out of here with that weak ass dragon shit. I want Fin Fan.
I mean, I thought it was at first, but
I did too.
The second time I watched
also frightening.
Yeah.
Same time. I was like, Jesus, that's kind of scary.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even care. He's just looking at it as, gigantic. But
I was like, that's frightening. I would have shit myself back up the fucking surface. It would have been horrible. The power of farts would have floated me atop. But so yeah, great fight, and then the end reveal. Abomination and Wong going at it head.
Random as fuck, by the way.
Very random, and I want to know how the hell they got there, especially Wong. Like, why are you in a fighting tournament right now? Like I was like, okay, but yeah, we got Abomination and Wong. So yeah, let's talk about it. Dive in. What are your thoughts?
I mean, so just to start overall, I most definitely think this trailer's fantastic. I mean, it's so good. But I do think that this is probably why they have pushed anything Spider-Man No Way Home related for trailers. They want this to play before Black Widow. They wanted to bring out a badass trailer for this character you've never heard of. You're going to see this in theaters on the big screen and IMAX. You're looking at this awesome trailer. You're going to then buy tickets for it after seeing this trailer. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. But overall, I mean, what we've seen with the rings, like that, it's like the third shot where the Mandarin's on that horse and he like puts his hand down and they
Oh, y'all like come out and shit.
and they like
Yeah.
are like that is such a
It, like
beautiful
fucking
shot.
flings them.
And yeah, exactly. And then what's the older woman's name? I love her to death.
Show yours.
Yes.
Eh.
Did you see that? Did you see that scene where she's like airbending and she's like,
shit?
No. When she's like, she starts making the
Oh, in
leaves
the
like go
forest,
around her,
yeah.
and she's like doing like a dance. I was like, okay, let's go. Like, I want to see her do some shit. And then yeah, it looks like they fight also, which is going to be interesting. But
so is she his mom?
I don't think so. I thought so,
but I think she is, because when she's telling the story,
right?
I think she's speaking of like I forget what kind of person it is. We speak about whatever the fuck. But she's like, you are your mother's son, but whether you like it or not, you're also your father's. Like, she like that, and they sort of flashback when she's young.
Showing,
so I think that she might be his mom.
So the only thing I'm trying to remember in the trailer, there's a shot of him standing in front of like either where he lives or whatever, and there's a picture of what looks like that woman and him as a kid, like framed. And so it almost sounds like maybe his mom died, and this is like an aunt, or maybe this is the Mandarin's sister, or just close friend, something that's talking about the mom. And it could be a story, since it's very family driven. It seems like he wants nothing to do with the dad, and so maybe it's a thing of, well, your mom's gone, he's all you have left, and yeah, he's a piece of shit, but he's also a part of you.
Big piece of shit. Watch how you talk to me, boy.
So good, by the way.
Right now,
so good. I mean, I love how he's just talking shit while he's wearing the rings. Like, you can say whatever. So,
hey, you gangster because you got rings on you? Heard you. Take them off, homie. What's up?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, and by the way, Kenya, it's Busta Rhymes is in Resurrection, not H2O. Just let you know. But I did like them. Halloween. That's one time.
Yeah.
Even though I did enjoy H2O though. But yeah, it was an awesome trailer. I liked it. The vibe this film gives me, to be completely honest with you, is Black Panther vibes.
Right.
It's giving me very Black Panther vibes. Like, it's the first, like, you have your all fucking Asian American major, like, superhero type film coming on the screen, and the hype surrounding it feels like it. Obviously not as big, but it feels like I'm getting very much so of that, and that excites me. A, to have that representation, and B, like, we're expanding, and I absolutely love that. But yeah, biggest question is just, why the fuck is Abomination and Wong there?
Right.
That's the only thing
I mean, it is. You have, why is he there, and then why does he look different? Why is all of a sudden he comic accurate? Because I'm looking at it right now. I mean,
so you say that. Look at it closely. Pull it up, like on yours, like zoom it up, whatever. So I know the same, because it looks like he has fins. Is that not just his neck shit? Because he has a little ass head. Is that not just his neck just expanding like that because he's big?
No,
I don't think it's his fins, or is it clearly the fins?
I think it's his ear fins. I mean, I can take a picture of this and send it to you, but
I think it's just the neck. Cause I was looking, I was like, I just think he's motherfucker swole. So it's like veins and shit.
Nah, here, look, I'll send you this right now, and you can be and I'll hold it up to the screen as well here, but I will let you look on your phone. So here's what I just took a picture of.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay, got it. That's it.
So I mean, it's very. That is one of the reasons why I love that I have access to like the highest quality versions of some trailers, because that shit right there, like, as soon as I saw it,
too,
yeah, and because even like if I'll take a picture of this too and I'm just show it on screen here, which this was kind of from the movie, but like even look at his back spine there, is like very fishy,
right, and much sharper looking too.
Yeah, so I mean. And they could easily say, I do think there's a possibility that Black Widow is about to introduce some possible Thunderbolts shit.
Have to.
And so maybe this whole time they've been doing more experiments on the Abomination while he's been in prison.
Or you think maybe just a serum, like maybe he's just like evolves throughout.
It's quite possible, an even easier way to say that he's like an easier way to explain it, but then why in the fuck is the end of this trailer Wong versus Abomination? That's the most batshit random thing I've ever seen in my life. Wong's getting his ass kicked too, by the way.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
But
It's like
so
everyone's
weird.
like, confirmed it's Wong. I was like, how did you not tell it was Wong from the
Right.
trailer to begin with?
So,
Why do you
and so
confirmation?
that's what's funny too. If you actually go watch my reaction, I watched the trailer twice. I never even looked at who he was fighting. Completely missed it. Never saw it. I was looking at Abomination. So it's so funny. I didn't even notice till after I got off camera.
I missed that big ass fucking sorcerer.
Right?
Shit.
No,
I was like,
that's how bad it was. I was just directed right on Abomination, just not giving a fuck. So yeah, it's crazy. And then yeah, when it comes to the trailer though, I also love that final shot of them with the rings like splitting them and like the different colors. And
are you not entertained?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like so about it.
That was cool. And how they each have some rings on their shit, just going at it. I love it.
Like each of them have 5, and then if you actually look close, like he's gold and his dad's blue, and if you look in the middle, they both have one on either side. Yeah. So like, and so I'm like, oh fuck, it just looks so damn good. So we'll just have to see what I
visually
do get
this film's gonna be beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah, like, they've had plenty of time to work on it.
Yeah.
And I do get Black Panther vibes mostly because of the family aspect. You know, it's very much, I mean, you're getting, it's about lineage. Yeah. It's about who your family is. And so like, you know, in Black Panther, it's, hey, I have a cousin over here.
Not making the same mistakes of our fathers and shit like that.
And then also, my dad, I'm learning some things about him that, you know, I didn't know. And so it's, I'm very, very excited for it. I think it could knock our socks off. We'll just have to see.
All the way off. I'm not even gonna wear socks. I'm just gonna keep the shit. I'm gonna just save them the trouble.
Flipping flops.
Yes, flipping flops everywhere. So whatever's gonna come off of me will just come off natural. So we're all good.
Yeah. I still can't believe that we have Abomination in here. That's so random, but
it's very random. But I'm here for it, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched this trailer way too many times over the past, few days. Like I keep watching it every once in a while because I
just keep watching the reactions. People flip their shit. It's an Abomination.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's not. There's no way not everyone said that. Like, because in mine, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh shit, that's an awesome shot, and I'm like, hell yeah, like here's the logo, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how? I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Abomination. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
I just bring that. So yeah. It's a big bit. But another trailer which I didn't set up for, but it's fine, it's quick, but it looks really interesting, and I kind of forgot the name of it, but it's Regina King and Idris Elba, Jonathan Majors.
Oh, I forgot to watch it.
There's Something We Fall. The Harder They Fall. The Harder They Fall. Looks amazing.
Does it?
Yeah, and Lakeith Stanfield. Who else is in this shit? I fucking forgot, but it looks amazing. Regina King looks badass, per usual.
Yeah,
it's a great cast. Really nice. It's an old school, like Western type vibe. It's really dope. I look forward to it. And then, like they're saying in the chat, Clifford dropped today, and
I haven't watched that either. Oh my god,
it was interesting. As someone who obviously grew up reading the shits as a kid and liking Clifford, I was like, oh, they're doing it. But I saw it. I'm not mad at it. I'm like, fine, I guess. It's good for kids. Do your thing.
Sure.
But I'm just like, sure, it's cute, I guess. I don't fucking know.
The pictures I saw from it, it looks like just the effects look terrible. Like, I don't know what.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But I'm like, again, it's not for us.
Correct. I mean,
so he doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to look like, oh my God, this is changing CGI forever. No, just make some kids laugh, and there you go. That's really about it. That's really about it. But okay, so I think that wraps up our trailers. I think that's all they showed. That's all they had, which is cool. All great. Look forward to it. Do y'all thing. If there's anything that we missed, kindly let us know in the chat. But if you're sticking around, if you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button right there at the bottom, as well as that thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. Really helps us reach a lot more people, helps build the channel, and you get to see more of our faces. And why wouldn't you want that? So, anywho, Now we start getting into spoiler territory. Now we start diving in to some things. This is where the show gets meaty, folks. This is where the show gets meaty indeed.
Meaty.
But to start this off, Sir Logan has been watching a show that is, to say the least, I'm fucking just ecstatic and obsessed with.
Yeah.
And he's been on this journey doing that, and he just hit the final episode. And this is Logan's Watchmen Hour. Sir, you're in the end game. It's over. You've seen it.
It is. Yeah. That's all of it.
I watched it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing you go through the emotions, everything clicking, this, that, and a third. Brother, I'm just going to let you take it away. And you just go. And again, this is obviously spoilers.
Very spoilers.
Very spoilers. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, finale of Watchmen, it's phenomenal. I mean, obviously phenomenal.
Sit back and sit.
I mean, we get the reveals, of Adrian. All that's been taking place earlier in time, and it makes so much sense. What you think about it? God damn it!
Fucker was there the whole time.
he's the fucking statue. And poor guy, he has no idea either. By the way.
Well, sorry, Poopy. You're about to get spoiled.
Yeah. Why do people think that we're gonna just not talk about
people? It's always Poopy.
We do it every week. Every week we've talked about him.
Wipe your ass, and what's happening.
Watch it on the toilet. But it's just phenomenal. I love what they did just there in general with Adrian, and then you bring him back to Earth, which is so
if you guys
crazy.
you guys are going on mute because he's doing that, I'll wave the hands when the shit's over. Then you can come back. Okay.
So he's gonna wave the hands.
Yes.
So here, you want me to? I'll type that in my chat here. Let's say, he will wave hands when finished. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Continue.
So we have that, and then obviously what we have with Dr. Manhattan being captured, and he's in this box that he can't see out of. So like his future, what he saw before, like stopped there. I think like he couldn't see past the box. I don't think, because if he could see the box coming, like I think he thinks that he died, like when that thing shot him. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Like when he's talking about like he obviously knows what's going to happen, but I don't think he can see when he's in that box. So he's just kind of like in a weird spot that he's not used to.
So where to put this? So the box is basically like jarring him. So he doesn't know when he is. He doesn't know where, and type of shit like that. He knew he was going to end up there. He knew the fate of him dying and shit like that. In the teleportation, he knew he was going to get teleported there.
Right.
So once he was in it, everything was just up in the air.
So and that's what I mean. I don't know. It's a detail. It doesn't really matter. But for some reason, I just feel like, when he's sitting there across from her way back in the day, and obviously he sees everything all at once, but like, I think he like, when he's in that box and like he's thinking of that time, I think he only sees like blips, and like he remembers like touching the blood, and like he can see that because all of a sudden it's outside of the box. Like there's things outside. So like, but I think there's something weird about, also how did they know that box would work? But I loved that. And I love how it is a thing of like, you have the cavalry and all these racist motherfuckers and the senator that, thinks he's smart as shit, and he's really not that smart. And like, but they think they're geniuses. And I love how the whole time it's like Regina shows up and is like, Lady True is doing all this shit. Like she's made y'all do the hard work.
Right.
Like,
all her shit. Cause she wants you to, bitch. What do you mean?
Like, it was like, which I will admit, when she, like, I can't remember exactly the line, but she's like, she's in control of all of this. And he's like, why would you say that? And she turns around and she's like, how about these big things with her fucking logo on it that we just allowed the audience to see. It's like, okay, y'all should have been planting that all over the place, and maybe they do, but like he's like even he's like, oh, I didn't even realize that.
She's all over your power source.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's a little on the nose, but over like in the story though, it makes total sense, and I love how he gets in that box and she just turns him into fucking liquid. Like, I mean,
he's not gonna want to miss this.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Because I also love how the what episode was that? It was early on, but the opening scene with the farm family where they introduced Lady True, the meteor is Adrian.
That was 7, I believe.
And so, but the meteor coming down that she's wanting to buy the property for, that's fucking Adrian. And I'm just like, that's so genius. I love how they brought that all back. But overall, just obviously the episode's batshit. I mean, there's a lot of crazy things going on, but the storytelling, what I love about it is the storytelling and the character is number one. And so I love how, you even get that moment where Dr. Manhattan teleports those three, and she's like, why didn't you teleport me? And he's like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to die alone. Right. And like, you get that character moments of just, he's talking to her, and he even switches back to, Cal for a little bit. And it's so damn good. And I love the character. And also I love how Adrian all of a sudden gets to, half become a hero again. And then they're like, we're going to fucking arrest you.
Just say that, of course.
And I think that's pretty funny, because also I will admit,
right, fucking Blake.
I will admit Blake is an accomplice to the original plan of not ever letting anyone know. So might want to arrest herself. Right. And maybe Wade has that also in his back of like,
Wade will probably pull it up.
You knew about this, so you're also gonna be arrested today. Right. And
courtesy of mirror guy.
I love that she's like, mirror guy. Right. when he's behind her.
Glass.
But yeah, I mean, overall phenomenal episode. Obviously, the ending is yes. I would love to know your opinion, just because it's completely ambiguous, meant to be that way to where the audience can make their own opinions. But I think she just ate a raw egg for nothing. But I would like to know what your thoughts are. Like, do you think that he gave her his power or no?
Yes. 110% because of the episode prior. And I wanted to know if you caught it or he's going to talk about it, and you didn't. So I was waiting for this to bring it up. So when he awakens.
Oh, no, I mean, I know the whole thing about it's in the egg and all that shit.
Oh, but no, not that.
Okay.
And he's trying to figure out where he is and collect himself and yada, yada, yada. And he zaps away and he's on the pool.
Yeah.
So she's coming up. She was like, get the fuck up off the pool and tell me where the kids are. I was like, but you need to see me on the pool. She was like, why? It was like, yo, it'll be important later. So it's like, shit like that was like, so when bitch, when you see and find this egg and you go popping to test it, why, what is your thing to do? Because they also brought it back on where they met. I was like, oh, I hate this egg. Can I walk on water? Yeah. And shit like that. So it's like, it's important for you to know me walking on water for later.
So first, that doesn't make any sense. But
how in God's green earth does that not make sense?
You eat the fucking egg and all of a sudden you can see all time, John. There's no testing physically in the water. You have his power. You immediately know with your consciousness.
You don't know how fast when Dr. Manhattan did not become Dr. Manhattan like that when he became Dr. Manhattan. You know that, right? Well, you saw the movie.
He got disintegrated for a while, but he was Dr. Manhattan.
Right. She's not going through the whole process of being disintegrated.
So she just has it.
Right. So she would develop like it developed for him.
So
here's your powers to learn to do it.
Why would the first thing that comes be having the ability to walk on water?
Oh, because that's just a godlike reference that they reference.
Anyway, my personal take is no, because I think that he fully understands the whole reason why he turned into Cal. And
which I do like that idea.
Put in his head, that is a full-on curse. the curse of knowing everything is an absolute curse. And there's no reason to create another Dr. Manhattan when it has already been taught to you that if you have a Dr. Manhattan, he will do whatever it takes to not be that. So I think it's quite obvious. I almost look at it as kind of a joke to her and saying like, hey, yeah, you go test yourself on that and wake the fuck up. Like, you're going to fall in that pool. Why would I do that to you? You know, kind of thing. And I 100% think they could have filmed a scene where she falls straight in that pool and comes up out of the water and like pissed off, like splashing, is like, God damn it, John. Like, you know, and I just think that like, she's like, now I'm soaking fucking wet. Like, you know, like, fuck you.
that would piss me off. But I
right.
like the ambiguity.
Yeah, no, of course. And I just think that's my personal opinion, just because kind of the whole point of the show was to teach you that he wanted to not be Dr. Manhattan anymore. He did not want that, you know, that responsibility of knowing everything. But the episode's so good. I honestly, like, I think I'm going to start making, I think I'm going to start it over here soon, just so that, because I want to see everything over again. And I want to, like, now, like, I fully understand you want to be like, man, you better watch that shit. Like, you better watch it. So now I want that feeling. And so I'm going to try to spread it as much as I can.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely phenomenal. This episode was just incredible performances, fucking amazeballs. And like I said, one of my favorite conversations and interactions ever on TV
with the theater.
Oh my God.
It is so good. Yeah.
Like, just hits me every fucking time between these two, just sharing the screen with the music in the background, having a conversation, what everything represented, what he went through. It was just like, holy shit. It was just so beautifully done.
Well, and I mean, it's funny because it's exactly what I had been saying prior of like what I want.
Yeah.
Is the whole time she's like, I want to talk to him.
That's why I always laughed every time you said it.
And it's a thing of like, I want her to have to look at him after everything that's happened and fully understand why he did what he did. And I also like how, you know, when we get some of the reveals that we get, like when she takes the nostalgia and all that, you still don't actually know. It's at least not completely obvious of like, was Judd actually a racist, you know, KKK member, or was it a front? The whole cavalry thing, like, maybe was it like the senator obviously is an asshole, but like, is Judd actually trying to be good and just like have an in? And then it's like, no, like, they're actually pieces of shit. Like, you get that reveal with the wife in episode 8, and like even in this one you get it tenfold, where it's like, oh no, like, this is they are exactly what you think they are. And she says straight up, like, we befriended the family to get him. And so it's like, Judd and them have known this whole time.
Fucked up.
Yeah. So ever since the White Knight, like, he fucking goes to her hospital bed because of that. And like, that is fucking beautiful. So I really think it's tough to say it's not the greatest season of television ever. I mean, like, it is so well rounded, this whole thing, and it's meant to be. And it's funny because I started this thing hearing the director kind of just say like, oh no, I'm not going to do anything else. Every awesome idea I had, I put into this season, and I'm not going to fuck it up. This is it. And it really is true, and it's so damn good, and I can't wait to get to experience it again.
Yeah, let that be the crown jewel. Don't.
Right.
As much as I would love.
Exactly.
No.
Right. Yeah. It's exactly that. I mean, it's almost a thing of 10 years from now, give me a 10-minute short, like, clip thing of just, you know, what might have been, you know,
you're going to see Angela Manhattan just blow shit up. Like, I told you.
Just the pool scene. Like, you could literally just get Regina at a pool and just have them just film some sort of ending just for fun, and it not be canon, not even be by HBO. You know, it could be something like when they brought back that the Punisher for that short film, and it's like it's not
yeah.
really, but like just do it
Dirty
just for
laundry.
fun. And
Yeah. So
you know,
another thing that happened, and this was, theorized, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but when brought to the creator's attention, it was kind of like a little like type shit, but no, like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Was the poster itself of Regina being just completely covered in blue, like to be like, oh, hey, that was like foreshadowing of her future, what she would be. So I'm like, that's a cool little tie-in. Cool. He didn't say this is confirmed or not that she is. That's why
right.
we did it. But it's a cool way to fucking do that. People were like, yo, the blue shining on her, this saying that she's Dr. Manhattan. I was like, I don't know about that, but it's a cool way to do that shit.
I mean, I more so look at it as it's what the end of episode 7 was, which it's the reflection of him on her. And it's telling you straight up like, oh no, she's like right next to him the whole time. Like because he's glowing on her, and that in the end of that, and you see the reflection. Like if I get a super high quality version of that picture, I'm wondering if in her eyes it's that image of him raised up off the ground. Like it might be like, and they just, we had it in front of your face the entire fucking time. You had no idea.
Technically they still did.
Yeah, I mean,
technically they still did.
Yeah, that's.
Look at him. He's actually looking.
I don't know, man. It could actually be. It could actually be because they have like a super highlight of that blue in her eye. So I don't know. I dig that though. It's funny. I didn't even put that together, but now for me. That's exactly why that it's been blue this whole time. Is because she in the poster she's looking down, just like.
Right.
In the scene.
Just being badass.
It's fucking beautiful. Anyway.
Right. And then Topher sees the suit at the end. Like, does that lead up to future shit ideas? Like, oh shit, mommy, you're a badass. Maybe I can fucking be, I don't know. Who knows? Possibilities are endless now.
Probably it's supposed to be a mirror of her grandfather to or her dad to the grandfather.
Right. So we'll see. But
beautiful series.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Phenomenal. Deserved all the awards it fucking got.
We'll wave now. No more spoilers.
No more spoilers. Deserved every award that it's got, and to break history, it deserved all of that shit. So
right. It's phenomenal. I can't wait. I've already recommended it throughout these weeks to like a bunch of people. I love it to death. I can't wait. Only problem for the missus is going to be I have to get her to watch the Watchmen movie and not immediately be out. So, because also the way that you treaded the whole, we already did no spoilers, but like the squid thing and the cause and the way you treaded that, you did it very well somehow. And I don't know how I'm going to do that to where I'm going to have to explain that like things are different in what the movie told versus
maybe just say like when it gets like the bomb at the end and shit like that, just like when I bring up the show, this isn't originally how it isn't how it is, maybe like that. Or maybe that's different in the graphic novel and they'll touch upon that in the show, maybe.
Right.
Do that? I don't know.
Or no, I got it. I'm just gonna say in the show, this doesn't happen. Like they don't nuke everything.
Okay. Or just like in the show, they go about it a little differently. Maybe like that. Yeah.
It's kind of a lot different, but
kind of a lot different.
A super weird difference.
A lot different. But
yeah.
Okay.
But to the people in the chat, please watch the series and finish the series. I'm somebody that I really think, as someone who doesn't watch a lot of TV, I will admit I think it's my favorite season of TV ever. The fact that it's a series, it's it's awesome. It's a limited series because like that's the thing is like some of Game of Thrones, a lot of people could say like, oh, that's the best season of TV ever, but the ending fucking destroys it and it falls downhill even before that. And it's a thing. You look at the series as a whole and go, it had fucking phenomenal shit, and then it had some very, very low shit. Whereas this is literally just straight up.
Yeah, it's my favorite too.
Here's 9 episodes. It's relatively perfection. Like, good luck saying it's not. And that is badass.
Facts.
That's badass to be able to
relatively
say.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, and I'm so down for. I really hope. I really hope that everybody in the chat watches it, because it's phenomenal.
You need to. And those who are watching on playback, watch Watchmen.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Yeah.
Watch the movie first, then watch the show.
Gotcha.
So, do it. Okay.
Do it, you bitch.
Right. Do it, you cowards. So, another show premiered with its 3rd episode. And it was quite interesting. And that is Loki. Episode 3.
Loki! I forgot you were going to do that.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you remembered that.
Episode 3. Yes. And he's still doing his schemes. All of it.
Your pointless dream.
Right. You come home.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. Sorry. Oh
no,
God.
it's great.
I think we did.
Man.
I think you did that exact thing last week, and it's making me laugh.
Yes.
Just the same. It's so good.
Because it's just so ridiculous and fun to do every time.
Yeah.
Like, it just will not get old, and I will not stop.
That is the definition of something that out of context is so stupid and weird, but in the context of the actual situation of what you're watching, it fits in perfectly. You don't laugh when he says it as you're watching Avengers.
No, you
don't. But then if you just get that little part, it's fucking hilarious. The way that he
spazzes.
He says it so deep in the back of his throat. Like,
like fucking gargle. Like this Listerine back there. He just screams it. Like, just
it's like a person is in his throat trying to say it, and he's having to allow them to say it and keep his mouth open long enough to
but trying to fight it at the same time. It's just like all of that shit is like, I finally got it out. Damn.
But yes, episode 3, Lamentis.
Lamentis. Yes. So, excuse me. This picks up directly after episode 2.
Yeah.
The Lokis, Loki and Sylvie, are stuck on Lamentis 1. The teleporter shit is, out of power.
Yeah.
So they're stranded on this planet doomed for destruction, and they have 12 hours, I think it was, to find a power source to get them back to regular shit. And we have pretty good character moments. We have conversations between them two, and they learn about each other and talk about mommy and all type of stuff. And then try to find a way to cheat the system to save everyone so they can inevitably get home or wherever the fuck they want to go. So, to me, even though it had good moments in it, this was very much a filler episode for me until the end. This was pure filler. I'm like, okay, nothing's really happening. We're just talking with these two. Got it. Heard it. Hiddleston was great. The actress playing Sylvie was great. I liked her more now because, like I said, episode 2, I was like,
barely got her.
I'm like, okay, I'm not sold on her, but this episode was like, got you, cool, heard it, rock with you. So yeah, man, what did you think of the episode? And we can just kind of go into it.
I mean, it's definitely the weakest episode of the 3 by far. In terms of filler, this could be an episode that, in the long run, makes much more sense. But for me, like I said, the second episode, I love it. I was like, what this could do, and like this could be a catapult to so many things. And the way they just screech us to a halt and say all that shit that actually is going on currently. She just bombed the sacred timeline. You see none of it. We're gonna just follow them by themselves on, on a planet that's doomed, and so anything they do doesn't matter. And it's like I'm just following them, and obviously it's a good episode, and like their character moments are good, but it did screech the overall storyline to an absolute halt. And and like what the beginning of it where she comes into the TVA, like I did not think she was going to show up in the TVA.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucking insane. I'm like, oh my god, what is this about to mean? What's she about to do? And
But
then
she
they just
realized
leave.
her shit don't work.
So good. But yeah, overall, it does feel like a filler episode right now, which is frustrating as fuck. When you only have 6 episodes, don't give me a goddamn filler episode.
Yeah, no.
But the talking and like the learning about the families and stuff, and yeah, I wish we still got more from her.
No Owen.
Yeah. I wish we they kind of made a point to say, Loki starts telling his stories about his mom, and it's like, we already know about that mom.
Right.
Like, tell us her stories. And she's like, I don't really know her. And it's like,
That's
no,
the
you had a fantastic opportunity here to really, I mean, for that Loki, the mom could have been the catalyst of like, my mom never accepted me. And like how he felt with his dad, they could have done a million different things. And instead it was like, oh, it's kind of a blip in my memory. I don't really remember it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? But
Unless
the reason,
she lied.
Correct. And so that's kind of what I was about to say is the other thing I've heard, I don't think this is true. I think this is just, they kind of missed the mark. Because like that scene where he's just fucking singing and partying, it is, I was just watching it while I was eating before this. It is such a waste of time. I mean, I'm sitting there going like, this is ridiculous. I don't care about any of this. He's just singing. And, but the thing that's possible is at some point in time during this, one or the other has enchanted the other, and everything that's happening is actually not happening.
I don't think that's true.
And whether you get to the point at the very beginning when they get into that little pod running away from the asteroids and she touches him and he's like, what are you doing? It's not going to work on me. I'm too powerful. She could be enchanting him in that like everything after that is not real shit. Or you get to the simple part of her waking up on that train, he could be sitting there holding on her and enchanting her ever since she fell asleep. Or when he falls out and the thing's broken because he pulls it out of his magic, it's like that could just be fake. He could just be playing
that. No,
that's the thing. I don't think any of them are, but the possibilities are kind of fun to think about currently. But
I don't. So to touch on a few things that you said, and like I said, a few thoughts of my own, but
yeah, please.
This was very much like we said, a filler. There was a huge missed opportunity because this was a great chance to dive into Sylvie. And they set it up that it was going to be that way, but you still made it all about Loki. So I was just like, you missed, because now I got a character I'm actually starting to kind of like, all right, cool. I want
to know. Yeah.
Right. And like you started off strong with her showing her what it looks like when she's enchanting people with like the guard and all that shit. And like, it's like, okay, she's dope. We're about to figure out some shit about her. And I got really excited when they started talking about mom, because that's literally a touchy subject for Loki. Right. So I'm like, okay, so what is it going to be for her? Well, shit, the bitch don't remember. So it's like,
I don't really care.
So it's like, at least that's what she says. Like I said, we have the fight and all that good shit. He breaks the thing. So I think, and this could very much be the thing that Loki's playing at Endgame. I'm not saying this is for sure fact, but it can be a theory and very possible that he's doing all this bullshit because he still wants more information and shit out of her. So it's like he could still be doing all this shit because we can find a way out. Like that shit was charged like 10 hours ago, but I need to figure out what the fuck's going on. And like you have all the answers, like I want to know. So he could be just dragging that shit along until he gives it, and that could be the conversation on the rock, which everyone thought was fucking Black Widow. And then after he's done, it's like, oh well, all right, well, let's go home now. And then like he'll pop the shit out. Right. Like, you had the whole time. I was like, I need to know what side you're on. Like, oh, whatever the fuck it was,
Yeah.
So that's still very much a strong possibility. I love that we're breaking open the TVA a little bit and its faults. It's like, I thought everybody there was created. No, bitch, they're all variants. That's so, all of it.
That's a big
like,
reveal.
Do they know that? And then shit just goes crazy. I love that reveal. Yeah. And what that's going to open up now.
Because that's the thing. They do not know that. They have been wiped in some sort of way. So very interesting. But so that is like the one big reveal here.
Yeah. And I thought about that too, because when they mentioned that previous episodes, I'm like, but how do they fucking exist? Like, how? Like, what are they? Like, how did this happen?
So, overall, it's a good episode. There are things, like, I really think they had a chance here, like, even just with the point of, when they're trying to figure out a plan to get on that train,
Mm.
And Loki is like, I got a plan right now. And he changes into the guard and all that. And it's super fun. It's like, that was an opportunity to let her be the cocky asshole and her come up with a plan.
Right.
And like, he is on, on the heels of her and show us that she's a Loki, but instead she's just like, this is a shit plan, and just kind of has no emotion behind the whole thing. And like, you had a chance there. And then I thought they were going to bring it back around with the conversation on the train. They kind of tried, didn't really work out, because they're talking about love and shit. And it's like, I don't care about love right now. Like, unless y'all two are going to fuck. And I don't think so.
No, I think that's a good thing for a good conversation to have, especially with Loki, because he's someone who is void of that shit. And we thought he had it, a different way. I thought it was important. Shouts out to Loki being bisexuous.
Correct.
Happy Pride, everybody.
But like, even to the point of, I think if she had said like, oh no, my mom never loved me, like I didn't fuck with her, kind of thing, and then they bring up love, it's like, well, what is love to you? And then all of a sudden it's like, but you just kind of like, she's like, I've fucked a postman every once in a while, and she's like, it was just kind of something to keep me going. Like, that's literally what.
Is that all you got? It's like, really? I thought that was really good.
Yeah. So I mean, overall though, it's a good episode. I'm interested to see, because that's the other thing too. I think the obvious plan, unless it is an enchanting thing of like Loki's playing her with the jump pad and he actually has it, it's just fine, is they have to figure out a way on that planet to do something that changes at least one person's fate on that planet. And then the TVA will be notified of variant energy, show up, they jump them, take another jump pad, and get the fuck off. Like, so if they save one person, so maybe they go back to that old lady and build some sort of spaceship and just shoot her off. Like, and then that one lady survived, and then they're like, oh shit, variant energy on that planet, we know where they're at.
Right.
And that's the thing. If they're not going to be able to charge that thing, they just need to get another one. The way to get another one is to reveal yourself to the TVA and let them, jump their ass. Because
that's Sylvie's what they tried to do. But
Sylvie's had no problem taking them out when she gets them. So just two Lokis, will be fine.
And it's like, because they tried to do that when they tried to get everybody on the ark and all type of shit like that got blown up, which is a really cool scene, by the way. That was the most exciting part of the fucking episode.
Yeah.
And Loki showing some new powers and shit that we haven't fucking seen. When
he reverses like the time on that thing,
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I got it. The fuck? When can you do all that?
Yeah. And somebody was like, oh no, he's been doing that. And I was like, no.
Since when?
Because not even even to the point of, he like, in the second episode, he Thors that vacuum thing and brings it to him, like he yanks it to him with telekinesis or whatever. But that pillar falling, he reverses time. It folds back and the wall fits back together. So like that's not like telekinesis is just moving that out of the way, like a Doctor Strange.
People also said that, but you didn't see the green light. Remember the whole, he took the time stone there, whatever the fuck's going on,
right?
But nothing appeared on him when he did it, and that'll be a thing. So I'm like, what? And then the fucking green fireballs he's throwing and shit. I'm like, when did you do that shit? You never did that either. I'm here for it, but I'm like, oh
yeah, of course. And the only other thing, it's terrible, but my actual favorite, just small little moment in this whole episode. It's not even, it will never mean anything, but it's right after he reveals that he's broken that thing. And she's like, you've ruined it. Like, you just killed us. And like, he's like, what? It's fine. We'll figure it out. And she just like, she takes off walking and just starts screaming. Yeah. And she's just like, ah! And like, it's just fucking badass. And I was like, really, I wish that they had kept that, like that energy of like, now she's just furious. And like, if she's just like, if her personality is like, if she doesn't get her way, she flips shit and gets her way. If she's like, now I have to figure out a way to save us both, like, come on, and like something, and she's just mad and end up somehow, but it looks like she's kind of like at the end of that, when obviously the ship gets taken out, it kind of looks like she's completely giving up. With the way she walks off. So I'm like, they're leaving that, what I wanted away. So we'll just have to see. But I am fully expecting, like, episode 2, I still love to death, and I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, he did. I was
This,
thinking about that when she did it.
okay, yeah, correct.
But after his mom
So,
died.
right, and
Fricka.
I think episode 4 could be the one that is actually like the sequel that I wanted to episode 2, and really starts to show
Oh
us
yeah, for
what
sure.
what this is.
The
So
ramifications of all that. Yeah.
right, and so that's what I wanted. I will admit this episode was kind of a letdown, slower episode.
Yeah.
Can't really have those in a 6-episode season.
No, you can't.
I mean, so we'll have to see if it comes back around, if there's things that need to be revealed from this episode. So we'll just have to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Let us know what you thought in the comment section below or here live in the chat. Or what you thought about the episode. Was it your favorite? Was it like a little How did you feel? Let us know. And if you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. Now for the main event. The main topic of the night. We about to bring in family. It's about to get serious. I'm gonna talk like this through the whole thing. No, I'm not. But but the number one movie in America dropped. The what is it? The post-pandemic record breaker movie dropped. We're just gonna talk about it. Y'all's Fast 9. Fast 9 dropped. We both saw it. Yes, we did. In glorious IMAX fashion. Man, oh man, Fast is here. Before we get into it, what did you think of the Jurassic Park special look? Did you have that for yours? You did. You had to have.
Yeah. It nothing special.
Oh,
I mean,
I liked it actually. I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean,
yeah.
It was boring. I mean, there was nothing about I don't think anything that we saw is actually in the movie. Like,
What?
it's just.
I think so. I think it completely is.
We see a flashback to a time we don't care about, and then we just see a T-Rex cool. in a drive-in movie. Like,
yes, I think that's very much so in there because they're running around the fucking world. I think it's like that, and I want to see a T-Rex chomp some people up at a movie theater.
I think I just more so. Did you ever see like the Tenet prologue that played?
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like, I expected to see something with like Chris Pratt, like an actual part of the movie.
We were gonna get that too. I did,
and instead it's just this was literally a, hey guys, we're making another Jurassic World and we need y'all to remember. But like, it didn't even. I don't even know if it shows a release date for Jurassic World. Like, it just shows the logo and goes away. So, yeah. So it's like it was a complete waste of time. All it did was make sitting in the theater for Fast 9 longer, and that's bad.
I don't know. I appreciated it, but I will somehow, some way, the fucking dinosaurs still look so much more fucking realistic in the 90s than they do in this shit.
I was gonna say.
What the hell? How?
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And stop relying so much on CGI. They did it brilliantly back then, fucking years ago, with animatronics and flawless CGI. Like, come on. So I'm like, that's just getting really frustrating at this point. But like I said, I enjoyed it. I did think we was getting like a clip where like we're gonna see like the gang back together, like, or at least the original 3. Like, I thought we was going to get something, but what we got, I was like, oh, this is cool. But I'm like, I did expect more.
Something to get people to go, holy shit, I need to see this. And we didn't get that. And it was funny to talk about the effects for just like, so Nathan Rojas, I can't remember why he DM'd me and he was talking about, it was about Fast 9 because I tweeted about it and he was like, I loved it. And I was like, great. I don't care. Not going to make me love it. And he was like, but the Jurassic World thing was awesome. And I was like, it was fine. And he was like, yeah, but the effects were awesome. And I was like, no, not really. Like, they're really not. And like, especially like the flashback.
If you guys are ever excited about something, do not tell it to Loki.
Well, but that's the thing though, is I will fully 100% like, if something is awesome, I will be the first person to say so. But like the flashback stuff, when it's bright lights in a desert type of thing, it looked like Lion King, but worse. And like, I was like, okay, CGI is fine. But then when you actually get to the drive-in one, I was like, that looked fine. And what I told him, I said, flashback looked kind of bad for what it should look like.
But it's
But the,
also, I'm not saying because I'm a
um,
big contributor to this. I don't judge CGI before the movie's
no,
fucking out or
sure,
done.
no, of
That's what I
course,
was like. But I'm just speaking in general. Like, stop doing it. So like,
right,
the original is so much fucking, but like, just
yeah.
follow that shit.
If they would use practical and CGI over the practical, you know, like just enhance that, it'd be so much better. I understand it's more expensive, but like
Right.
it will look better. But what I told him, I said, flashback didn't look very good, but the drive-in scene with the T-Rex looked fine. And I said, if there's one thing ILM can do, it's a T-Rex in the dark, because that's exactly what they did in the first Jurassic Park, and it looked great. I mean, that's the scene, you know, the reveal of the T-Rex in the rain
I mean, shit, they did
and
it by
all
the
that.
fucking daylight too, and it was
I
still
mean,
beautiful.
right? Yeah. So I mean, it was fine. I don't know. It didn't get me excited for the movie though. That's the only
Yeah,
problem. It
no,
just looked like
didn't.
it looked like it could be from Jurassic World 2.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
didn't excite me. But all right. So now on to the movie.
Yeah.
Lord. So let's just go into. We already know what this man thinks. We don't even have to ask. We all know what this man thinks. But for the sake of it, let's just get into it. Go ahead. What do
Well,
we?
no, I mean, there's no way that you watch this movie and say that was a good movie, right?
Here's what I'm gonna say.
I kind of want you to go first. You tell me your
Okay.
thoughts first.
There's gonna be different variants here of my review with this. Me, I had a really great time with this film. It was fun as shit. I was in the world. I'm here for it. I loved it. Is it a good movie by standard definition? No. But it's a great fucking time. It's a dope man, but what that makes it good. But it's not like Film 101, Fast 9.
Right? No,
It will never be that, and I'm tired of people thinking that it fucking will be. It's a fast franchise, a fast movie. You go there, literally just fucking don't care about life and just have fun.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit. So, okay. Had a great time. The action was fun. Great set pieces. Still doing insane amounts of shit. We get some family aspect. We get some flashbacks, which was interesting. I don't even. It was just fun talk. Like I can break down into more as we go along and talk about it. But that's just my general overall thing. Now you go ahead. Yeah.
So
ain't no convincing Kenya. Fucking great.
To be perfectly honest, like this movie, it ended, and so I had Kenya King, I had Devin next to me, and then I had my cousin, 17-year-old, on the other side of me.
Hater number 2, Kenya.
And all three of us were like, is that actually the worst movie of the year after this shit year that we've had? And we're like, yeah, it has to be. That was so bad. But I mean, overall, like this movie, after the time I've had to think about it, what this movie reminds me of as a movie, it reminds me of a campaign of a video game from like 2002 in all facets besides effects, I guess. Like the set pieces, like it is literally throw all logic and physics out of the door and just
doing that for like the past 8
right
movies.
And so that's what I'm saying is just do any idea that you have, we can do it and we'll just see what happens. And so it's like a video game. And so that hurts me. I can't fit into that world that well. Because even to the point you can, like in like something like Hobbs and Shaw, it's just like, oh, they inject this guy and he's kind of, super powered. He's not flying. He's just like strong. And so it's like, okay, cool. But then you do look at it and go, why is The Rock almost as strong as him? Like, it's like, but whatever. So, it's still a thing. Rock. But that's the thing is you look at him and go, The Rock is twice his size. So I guess if you enhance him and he's just a little bit stronger than The Rock, okay, it kind of makes sense. But then you have something like this where, first of all, John fucking Cena.
No adoption.
Can you tell me why? Well, God, did you hear the fucking line that Charlize had to say? Like, oh, the fucking Toretto has a little bit of like Norwegian or something, or like
a little Nordic.
Oh God, what an absolute just Like that, the fact that that's not getting hate by like the people that are usually mad about like racism stuff, that's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, we're going to,
We don't know what Mama looked like, so we can't say nothing.
we know what the sister looks like, and we know what Dom looks like, and we know what the
Right.
dad looks like.
Listen, there's a lot of siblings that like y'all are fucking sibling look nothing alike. Like, yeah, we got the same mom and dad and everything.
And what I almost
That's not
thought
impossible.
for a little bit, I thought that they were trying to say that they don't have the same dad. For a little bit, like that dad, like Toretto raised him, but that's not actually his real dad. But I don't think that's what they're. I think they're just absolute idiots. But fucking John Cena doing this, looking straight in the camera. He does that 20 fucking times. It's the thing, like that's what I'm talking about with like 2002 video game. It's just like the villain. He's turned around. He's just like,
yeah, there was a.
I'm like, this is real. They're actually playing this. Like,
there was a lot of that. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, there was a lot of just zoom ins on his face. I'm like, wow, you guys are really going in on his shit.
I'm looking at John Cena on IMAX screen, and I'm like, no one can say after this movie that either John Cena or Vin fucking Diesel is a good actor at all.
I gave you a chance.
Like, that's the thing. They're like, we'll let him yell once, and that's acting. And it's like, no, it's fun. You just did it. Like, it's fun. You can do it sitting on a live stream. Like, it was so bad. And like, I look at things like when they go to space. The fact that the fact that they get to space, great, whatever. But they give, first of all, the cheapest way of like beating Mission Impossible to space, by the way, just shoot a car out there with two side characters that everybody wants to die, that have been talking about how they won't die. And they literally play it.
I do like that.
They say, hey man, if we do this, we're done. There's no way for us to, there's no way we survive. And I'm sitting there going, wow, that's actually a great, like, they're going to sacrifice themselves and drive through the satellite, and great. And they drive through because, John, do you know how fast a satellite's moving? Orbiting the Earth?
Shit.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, but I'm saying, why would you think that they were actually going to die? You knew that wasn't going to happen.
No, but that's the thing, is a piece of metal the size, like the tip of a pin, going in orbit will destroy anything it hits. And so a car going through a satellite, that should disintegrate everything. And instead, they're just sitting pretty in their car. And I'm like, I actually was like, wow, like they went through it and everything exploded and everything. And I was like, oh my God, they fucking killed them. Great. Like, that's the one thing in this movie that they actually did a service to the franchise and killed both of those characters. Because it was both, like, Ludacris in this movie was so fucking done. It was hilarious. Like, his fight scenes were in slow motion. He's just hitting marks. And like, he looked so bored. And I was like, that makes sense. They're going to kill both of them and whatever. And no, they fucking save them. And I was like, long story short, even though I love you and it would be hilarious to do live streams like we just did and whatever, this was the last Fast and Furious movie I will ever watch. Period. End of story. I will watch another Hobbs and Shaw. I will not watch another one of these ever in my fucking life. This is it.
That's insane.
The fact that I spent $35-ish to buy 3 tickets for this, I really hate myself for giving the studio that much money, because this movie is not worth any of that. And when I tell you that in our screening, there were families of people, like a whole family's there, grandparents, grandkids, like 4 different sets of families, like all the grandparents' kids and their kids are all there. And it's like, it's their tradition to go to the Fast and Furious movies. And I'm like, that's awesome for them. I will
Smart
never,
people.
I will
Smart
never
people.
in my life waste another second unless it's like a trailer reaction where I'm just making fun of it. Like I might do videos for the part 1, part 2. By the way, the next 2 are part 1, part 2s. So I will probably do trailer reactions just to make fun of them. I will not pay money or waste my time to actually see the movies.
Well, on over to this side, people like to have fun over here. Sorry, you guys had to endure that.
I'm done.
But this I like. Now, was there faults? Obviously. Like the whole Han situation.
Oh my god, so fucking
So Han is back.
pissed me off so fucking much the way they did it.
And the answer again was Mr. Nobody and how they did it. I'm like, you know what? Fine, you're spinning this to me, whatever the fuck. It and quite honestly, it does not make any sense. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I'm like, so why the fuck was Shaw even a thing to try to fucking kill him? How'd you play that off? The reason being why and all that? Did you know he was fucking coming over? Like, you didn't explain any of that shit except for a cool tag at the end. I'm like, oh, now we're gonna see what happens with that shit. I'm like, oh, cool, that's cool, but that whole Han bringing back thing made no fucking sense. The whole throwback explanation they tried, I'm like, okay, fine. And then now how he, somewhere down the line, he ran into this family to steal the shit from Mr. Nobody, but then he ran into the badass chick from Ninja Assassin, and they became close, and he was her sworn protector now, and all type of shit. I'm like, god damn, when did all this happen before this Tokyo shit? But I forgot this was after. The girl and I was after the Tokyo and all that. So I'm like, okay, fine. But I'm like, they just threw too much into that well. I'm like, okay, whatever, but we're here now. Han's back. Got it. Excuse me. Michael Rooker's in this bitch. I completely forgot he was in there. Heard it. The flashbacks actually kind of liked with younger versions of them. I was excited we was going to get the backstory to the father thing ever since the trailer. I was like, okay, cool. We're going to get the backstory. The wrench is going to happen. Got it. You had a great opportunity to make me feel for that shit with the wrench scene and all that. Like, yeah, described it in the first movie. One hit, cut away. I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? I wanted to feel that because that's a big fucking step for Dominic Toretto. I absolutely love that the way when Dom found out what happened and he was the reason the dad died and all that shit. I love that their solution was just to race for it. Like, motherfucker, I win. You go and you just don't come back. That's it. But I love that scene because we got all the shout outs and looks of the younger versions of characters from the first movie, which I loved. I was like, that's awesome in great detail. Like you had Jesse, you had Hector, you had all of them. I was like, this is awesome. Obviously, you probably didn't catch all that, but
fucking Bow Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Devin and I were like, Devin was like, Bow Wow weighs as much as me, and he's half my height.
Holy hell. I'm like, what have you been doing? Thank God for this movie.
Oh my god.
Because it looks like you needed it, brother. Are you okay?
Tokyo Drift guy?
Yes, Lucas Black looks old as
the veneers. He just can't stop smiling. He's like, look at my teeth.
He looks old. You did not age well, brother. I am sorry. Holy hell.
Yeah.
I was like, this is sweet Christmas. Yeah. Action set pizzas. The opening scene was really, really fun. Loved it. That's when we started talking about, are we invincible? Are we superheroes? Like, all that shit. Which I thought was fun to point fun of. I will say this. Chris Morgan has been the writer for these movies since the
get. I heard about that.
He was not on this one. It was heavily felt. Even though it was a fast movie, it didn't truly feel the essence of the rest of them.
Yeah.
Because I had a different writer behind him, like he who understands the world, who gets it. I believe if Chris Morgan would have written this, I feel like it would have been a little different. I feel like
did he write 8?
Better. He did write 8.
Okay, 8 was fucking dog shit too.
He did write.
So I gotta call some things out. So first of all,
yes,
Han most definitely dies in the flashback where he saves that girl. He gets fucking murdered, and they act like he doesn't get murdered. he gets shot up by these guys.
He gets shot. He got murdered. He just got shot.
They shoot him like multiple times. They lay into him, and he hits the ground.
50 Cent got shot 9 times. So listen, people can survive.
Han is not 50 Cent. But anyway, I think that first of all, one thing that's so funny, I will say the bringing back of Han is such a disrespect to anyone's intelligence, because like the whole justice for Han thing, I actually thought that was kind of funny. Like I dug that because it's like
Mm.
they did just kill off Han. He was the one Asian character. He's great, like good actor. Everybody liked him, and so it's like justice for Han because they killed him.
Yeah.
And instead of like giving justice for Han, which is doing something to Shaw and saying like this is for Han, whatever, they just bring him back to life. And like, you remember the first trailer where it says justice is coming after revealing Han in the fucking trailer, by the way.
Right.
So stupid. But I'm like, oh cool, like what's the justice? They just bring him back.
I think that'll come when him and Shaw come face to face.
I'm done. I'm already done. You should have done it. Like, you did it terribly. But one thing that was so funny was in the theater before the movie started, Devin and I are sitting there and we're like, wow, like we can tell these people are Fast and Furious fans. And so like, for one, there's a guy with his family and he has a shirt of the poster of this movie on.
Smart people.
The whole back is F9 poster. And we're like, oh my God, you got to be fucking kidding me. How did you even get that? Where's the merch? And then, also what's funny is, so like the college that I graduated from, I went to community college and then I went to a tiny little town, country fucking bumpkin, super racist. Like I almost got jumped by like some super like redneck trucker boys the first week I was there because I drove a car. I was a guy that drove a car. And they tried to jump me in the Walmart parking lot because they're like, why the fuck are you in a car? Like, you're supposed to be in a truck. And I was like, what? And like the girl that I was dating at the time had to like stop me. She was like, what if they kill you and what happens to me? And I was like, okay, like, let me just get back in the car. And so I had to get back in the car. But like, that's where I went. I hated it there, whatever. And so we're sitting there and just a couple rows down, I see this skinny person, long straight hair, with that college's hat on backwards. And I was like, Devin, look, I was like, it's an exact Fast and Furious fan. I was like, there's a lesbian with a Tarleton hat on. And we both bust out laughing. The movie ends 2.5 hours later and person stands up and it's a dude. And I was like, we were like, what the fuck? We thought that was a girl. And it was just so funny because he's with some girl and like some Daisy Dukes. And like, you could tell they're racist as fuck. And it was just so funny. Like we were laughing our ass off just with the crowd of people that like absolutely loved the experience. And all three of us were like, because Devin Devin wasn't going to see the movie. And I was like, I need you to come experience this with me. And so I bought him a ticket and and we all are like, that was it. We're not seeing it anymore.
My theater was clapping and fucking all type of shit. Like
we didn't get, I don't think we got claps, but
we got claps and laughs, all type of shit. And minute fucking Letty got saved by Dom in the car in the beginning, the clap brigade was just starting at every major thing that happened.
Yeah. Oh my God, like, that's so funny. No,
like, so like awesome.
So what I will admit is us three walked in there and we said, treat this as a comedy. Like basically like the way I was thinking of it was the mindset of like an Austin Powers, is going into it like it's a spy movie, but it's meant to be a parody. It's a comedy, whatever. And so we were laughing our ass off the whole movie. I mean, out loud, and to the point where the people sitting directly behind us, I was like, I would go like, oh my God, like freaking out when they would do something stupid. Like whenever they didn't kill Tyrese and Luda, like that reveal of like, they're still alive. And I was like, how the fuck are they alive? Like I like screamed that, and the people behind me are just dying laughing. Like they were watching me instead of watching the movie for some parts because it was so damn bad. And so yeah, I mean, I don't know. This movie was hilarious. John Cena is way too goddamn big to be climbing ladders or crawling around on cars. We were laughing our ass off with just the size difference of every other human being in the world besides him and The Rock. Like that one scene where he's climbing on the side of that car, and it's just like he can't fucking maneuver on it. He's too damn big. It was so funny.
So it's like he's so damn big, but this man was bouncing off cars like a fucking beach ball. Like that last action set piece where the magnets and all that and the chuck flips and all that, he's literally bouncing off cars and jumping on shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great. But holy hell, what is happening? Like when they're doing the truck flip and then he's fucking bouncing off, he like jumps on Dom's car and saves him, but he's like all type of shit. I'm like, how is this man? Well, I don't question how people are alive anymore, but I'm like, holy hell, bouncing. But I love the magnet scenes. Fucking awesome. That was
I wish
dope.
there was more of it, because there were some scenes where they crank it and it only snags the car.
Right.
And it's like, what about all the other metal? Like, you've already done scenes where it brings
They
all
started
metal.
doing that, yeah.
And I didn't like how they were cranking it for to bring stuff in to hit the cars behind them. It's like, that's not how magnets work. Magnets go to the magnet. They don't go where the magnet was when it turned on. The magnet's still on.
Why are you trying to think logically in a Fast and Furious film?
No, that's
like,
why I literally will never watch another second of these, because you could have wrote everything that you did in this movie. If you had written it logically, it would have been a better movie. Like, it would have been like, hey, we have to do this logically. So how do we turn the crank on and still kill the bad guy when the shit's coming at us? That brings a whole new suspense. That brings a bunch of stuff that you then have to write around, and it makes it a lot more fun of an action scene. But instead, it's just fucking ridiculous. And so that's what's so frustrating, is this movie is literally a bad video game campaign. And it feels like the 9th video game of like, I don't even fucking know. Something terrible, like from the early 2000s.
Vin Diesel smacked a plane with a truck, so I'm all for it. Like that.
A normal guy without superpowers is standing on a vehicle, and the back of his head takes out a giant sign, and he just stands there. He doesn't even get knocked off balance. Like,
it was
just like, I will never watch another one of these movies, and I will not feel. The only thing I feel bad about is that I paid money to see this one and wasted my time. The movie, because the other thing about me was I knew that Shang-Chi was coming out during the countdown for the NBA show or whatever, NBA countdown. They announced that like earlier in the day, and that movie ended. And I said, I can't believe I wasted my time not seeing the Shang-Chi trailer for this. That was the first thing I said. And like, all three of us were like, I was like, hey, guys, I'm walking straight to my car. I'm leaving so I can go sit in front of my computer and watch that trailer, because I can't believe I wasted my time with this. So
there's no waste. It was
for the years that we have this going. For the years that we have this going, I look forward to when the other trailers come out and you get excited and the movie comes out and you watch it and you love it. I'm not wasting my fucking time whatsoever.
Great.
Because also the after credit scene frustrates me, because I think that is a seed for the next Fast and Furious movie, and I actually think they might be trying to cut out The Rock by, because they had Fate which had Jason Statham, and then they do Hobbs and Shaw, and now they're bringing Statham back. But where's The Rock?
Well, you have to. The Rock has nothing to do with the Han story. You have to have that closure with Han and
but that's
Shaw.
The question. You're telling me that Mr. Nobody has a plan for Shaw to kill Han, but not actually kill him, and Shaw doesn't know about it?
But see, that's the thing. I don't think that was a motherfucking plan. That's what I was like, they didn't do a good job explaining that. That's why I said, where the fuck does Shaw fit in with that? Because I think
he doesn't.
It was an illusionary thing, because Han wasn't in the fucking car. So I'm like, I think the shit was still personal with Shaw. He was still going to kill that motherfucker. It happened, but it was illusion, Mr. Nobody type thing, because Han's sitting there watching the fucking car explode. So I'm like, that's why when he opens the door, it's like, surprise, motherfucker. I was like, wait, what? That's why I'm like, because like, also, you have ways of making people look dead, because that wasn't him in the fucking car. So then,
but that's the thing. Like, where's the body? Like, they killed him.
There was no body. It was like an illusionary thing.
But that's the thing is, after Shaw shoots him, there is a body that we don't see, but Shaw sees. He kills him.
He doesn't shoot him. The car just blows up.
That's right. but like there's going to be a body after that. Like, why would you leave? Like, confirm the kill. That's what an assassin would do.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's just blowing the fuck up. You're just sitting there roasting. He just turned his back and left.
I don't know. Like, and because also, if I know anything about Jason Statham's character in this series, Hans will open that door and he'll go, "Oh, you're still alive. Hey," and that's it. There is no fucking emotional shit going on. There's no closure. What are you talking about? Closure? There's never been closure. They have a son named Brian. Like, what are you talking about? This movie, this franchise dog shit. I see. What
did Brian have to do with this?
That's how terrible these movies are. They named their son after a live character that does show up at the end, by the way, which is so disrespectful. I can't fucking believe they did that. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I think that's.
I think it's massively
still alive. They didn't show his car.
You had a whole scene about the driving off into the distance. We'll never see him again because of his family. His fucking wife shows up for the whole movie, and then he shows up. Fucking ridiculous.
His car shows up. We do not see Brian.
The point of the character is that the character went off for family, and now the character's
now he's coming back for family at a barbecue.
Ronas.
Yes, family.
But I do want to call out Beast Mode Gaming 2013 right here. He said all the BS and shitting on the movie, but come Fast 10 or Fast 11, bro, still gonna see it. Stop acting like you're not. You can bet your fucking life. Now that you just said that, I will never sit in a goddamn theater. I swear to fucking God, whatever you believe in, you little bitch. I will not pay money to see Fast 10, Fast 11, or the musical and the Furious. You can eat my fucking dirty asshole. That's it. Absolutely done. I'll see Hobbs and Shaw all day. I will not see a Fast and Furious movie with Vin Diesel in it.
Damn,
period.
All that.
End of story. Not fucking happening. The disrespect that this whole franchise deserves is unreal. And I will never pay money for anything that Universal can make when it comes to the Fast and Furious franchise if Vin Diesel's a part of it. Period. End of story.
Jesus Christ. Dude, you all right? Do you need to take the stick out? You're fine? That was a whole rant. You all right?
No, this whole movie deserves a whole rant. I've been really nice on it. But the fact that this movie's worse than Mortal Kombat, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Army of the Dead, this shit is fucking rough. And I mean, 2 hours and 35 minutes of this shit, by the way.
Lord.
You got anything to say?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, you're fucking insane.
Yeah,
but
that's how bad this movie is. I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I am sorry, Beast Mode. Jesus.
Beast Mode, you can eat my fucking ass and suck on my dick at the same time.
Oh, he's very
That's
kinky.
it.
Wow, that's some kinky shit. Damn, I didn't think it warranted all that, but I mean.
Oh no, it definitely does. Oh man, definitely. I was trying to be nice.
You'll see it.
No, I was trying to be nice, but no, like if you actually think I'll pay money to see this shit again, you're high as fuck. Like,
but you have to go in on Homework. You said you're gonna see it.
No, that's exactly right. I'm fucking done.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Look at what Jedi Mike just said. I mean, this movie is absolute dog shit, and that's the thing is I'm just honestly tired of them paying so much money to make a movie that's not worth seeing. I could never recommend this movie.
You can't say that.
I can 100% say that. It's my own opinion. I can say that as
to you. Yeah, to you.
Yeah,
don't speak.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. It's like I could never recommend this to anyone that I actually liked. I can't waste a single second on any of these fucking movies anymore. Like it's very frustrating. Like the regret that I have of watching Fate of the Furious, because I thought I might get some sort of enjoyment out of it, but that was just, I was like, oh, it's exactly what I expected. And then we get this one and it's worse. How? That's so fucking crazy. I wish that wasn't the case, because they used to be fun. They actually did used to be fun. And like I watched some clips of like from the first one, and like that was my childhood, and like seeing young Vin Diesel, fucking wild, by the way. He looks so different. But talk about aging gracefully. It ain't
baby.
It ain't him now.
But
no, I mean, that's the thing. Universal, this is 100% another Transformers franchise in quality, in character, in acting, and in effects.
I'm not gonna go that
This
far.
is oh no, I will 100% go that far.
Because I can see what
This-
the fuck's going on in Fast and Furious.
It's not worth seeing is the problem. You can see what's going on and it doesn't make any goddamn sense. At least in the other one, a robot hits a robot, the other robot falls. Like it doesn't happen here. So I mean, it's terrible. Because I can't even go back and watch the originals because I don't fucking like Paul Walker anymore. But it's so fucking frustrating. And yeah, I'm done. I hate it.
Sweet Jesus, that was a lot.
Yeah,
that was a whole lot.
Paul Walker was a pedophile, by the way, if anybody didn't know. So be careful.
What? Huh? What is?
Did you not know that?
What is
Did
happening?
you not know that?
No.
Oh
What?
yeah, he was.
Where
he was
are you getting this?
He dated a 16-year-old girl when he was like 29. Just outright dated her.
What is happening?
So fucking scary.
Where are you getting?
Yeah,
This is a thing.
Yes,
What?
it's so bad.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ! I don't.
Yeah, so there you go. It's weird how the only people that know hate these fucking movies. It's like the only people with brains actually look shit up.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Don't say that. So I'm gonna cut your ass out. People have brains enjoying good movies. Just because you're up fucking tight about your movies, don't mean everybody can enjoy them.
No, cuss me out. I dare you.
That's ignorantly
stupid. I'll fucking go off. Let's go. I'm ready.
That is ignorantly stupid. You know that.
Nah.
Speak for yourself. Not everyone else enjoys it.
You've said some dumb shit too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you don't have a brain. I don't know. Maybe it's half a brain. You got a big ass head. I don't know, man. Maybe you should have a brain in there, right?
Mercy, Jesus. Logan, don't be fire up on live, okay?
I mean, I'm just
keep this.
No,
so,
that's kind of.
Don't be fire you up right now. Listen, it's ridiculous. Speak yours. You hate it, that's fine. But don't pull your fucking dictatorship on everybody else who enjoys it. That is
it's fucking done.
Half
my show too. So I mean, I say whatever the fuck I want.
Be done.
So I mean,
but don't be an ass. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed it.
That's fine. No, that's what I said. I mean, no,
right,
I'm saying people.
Them.
Oh no, I definitely will insult them if I want to. I mean, my God.
Jesus.
I mean, that's perfectly fine.
My mic is off?
I hear you.
Oh, you said the mic is off. Lord. Jesus Christ. Well, point is, you fucking like the movie. You like the movie.
Congrats. But I do think that you're an idiot in some capacity.
Lord Jesus. I'm sorry for this ignorance.
I'm good.
Lord. Yes, I
Why
know
is he
you
saying your sound is off?
I don't know. It's my shit. Look back. Is it?
No, you're good. I can hear you. He's just fucking with you.
Yeah. Oh, it sounded like I was speaking through my laptop.
Well,
that's my shit. Did that switch? No, it didn't. Oh, all right.
Sounds good on my end.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to talk about Kenya, but thanks for the heads up anyway.
Kenya, he must be on an old phone or something. Your sound just fucked up. I mean, your speaker's going out. I was screaming too loud. I just blew his speaker.
Probably. It's been on a fucking 30-minute rant. You probably blew your shit.
Oh shit. My bad.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Christ.
He does sound a little bit different if you go in front of your, like on the side of your mic, but that's just normal. That's just what happens.
I guess maybe it's just
that's just what happens.
I had to lean because, like I said, we was about to have one of our battle moments, so I had to get ready. But it's like, it's fine. But dear God,
it's like, are you gonna see Fast 9 again in theaters?
Probably. I'm not rushing. If I'm bored, maybe one day, maybe like, oh, I want to go see a movie. But yeah, probably
from a diehard fan.
From a diehard fan, what?
I might see it again if I'm bored.
Yeah, I don't listen. So I didn't say the motherfucker was Endgame.
No, that's not the point. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's like I have to be like to constantly go see a movie again in theaters. I have to be like, oh my God, my mind is fucking blown. Like I have to go see that shit again. I don't fucking need.
Did you see
to do
Godzilla
that.
versus Kong again? Did you see that twice?
Not in theaters.
Okay. Oh, that's
Remember,
right.
because
Yeah,
the
HBO
option was there.
Max. Oh
Right.
God.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat though. How many times you watch Mortal Kombat?
Well, same thing. I saw it in
Right.
theater, and then I watched it at
Yeah, that's bad.
home.
You watched it multiple times.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking go pay for them again in the theater when I'm sitting here in front. I just need to see the first time in theater. That's it. The rest I could just fucking ride out because I had that experience.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Highly recommend skipping Fast 9. Like literally. I mean, this movie made way too much, and so I think it would be hilarious if somehow the first part 1 makes half, and like they have to freak out and reshoot part 11.
It won't though.
So
it won't. It'll still. Well, I'm not gonna say still crack, depending on where the fucking pandemic is at this point. Or
right. That's what's so weird too is they keep saying like, "Oh, pandemic. This is the best in the pandemic," and like Texas hadn't been in the pandemic wrongfully so, but like I don't know when that ends because theater seating for us now. I almost don't like it, but it's now only someone can't sit right next to you if they're not in your party.
Oh, motherfuckers are on my shoulder in a theater. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, we're back. Got it.
It's weird. So yeah,
I was like, fine, whatever. Like it was a full pack theater. The experience was there. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know the shit was lifted for growing and spacing out shit now, but
I know.
I was like, whatever. It's fine, I guess. But yeah. All right. So that was.
I can't wait to see. So guys, before he does his thing, if you're going to come into the chat and talk to us on video about Fast 9, there has to be a question and you can't go off. So just ask a question because we have rules that we're trying to implement.
But don't be a fucking dickhead to somebody if they like it.
No, I'll be perfectly fine ruining relationships for things. I don't care. I will.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Relationship. You in fucking love with these people. You know them. But what are you ruining? Just don't be an asshole. I'm talking about them. They'll be fine.
I have a relationship. It's a relationship. I'm not in a relationship, but you have.
I'm talking about with them. I'm like, yeah, I guess. I mean, sure, whatever.
Remember the brain thing we were talking about?
Just don't be a dick. Yeah, remember the arrogant thing? Because they're fucking enjoying the mood. Don't be a dick to them. If they do.
I think it's funny.
Unless they've been an asshole to you, then fucking well off.
No,
but
I'll be an asshole first and then see what they do.
Lord have mercy. Anyway,
Jedi Mike, you and I are family. That's where Jedi Mike and I will be in a movie playing Blood Brothers very soon. We're Toretto's, and it will work. It just depends on what our mom looks like, who can never be shown on screen because there's no telling who they have to.
No.
Oh my God.
Well, Kedar, we're not going to open that can of worms.
Hey, there's playback, Kedar.
Again. Yeah, go.
It's well worth the watch.
Right, go home, play it back. I'm trying to keep Dick Logan at bay right now. He's a strong force. Don't bring it back up. All right, Jesus. All right, so we're gonna send this shit. What am I sending? This motherfucker threw me all off. Here we go. There we go. Boom. Change this. So now is your time to come join us live. Now we're gonna go over the rules again. Yes, we are.
Rules are very important. Please listen up.
Yes.
You did a great job earlier, by the way, with the rules. You were very you did a great job.
Thank you. I do try.
From the conversation we had last week, I think you did great.
Thank God, I do try. I don't know if we'll have many. I don't see any of the familiar faces jumping in.
We'll see. So before we start, Ronan is out of town. He sent in a question. We can figure out how to get. He sent a video in. We can't figure out how to put it on here. So we'll just.
I didn't even know it was a fucking video.
Yeah, he sent like a video question, and we can't figure out how to get it on here. So we'll just let him ask it next week. It's I couldn't believe I can't save a video off of a Twitter DM. I just can't do it. It won't allow you. Doesn't make any sense. So
yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
So okay, dude. Oh hi, Black woman next to. Look, fake.
Are there
me.
actually 2 black women sitting there watching us, or is this?
I don't know. That's the question. I'd like to know. We'll see. Okay, so go over. Do you want to go over the rules this time? Since I did it first.
I mean, okay, yeah, sure. So you can come in. Basically, what we're trying to do, we want to respect anyone's time in the waiting room, and just our time in general. So what we're going to stop doing is basically allowing people to ramble and talk about the whole show and all those things. We're just wanting you to come in. We want to say hi. We want to talk to you guys. It just sucks. So come in, say hi, ask your question, give us your thoughts on that question, plug yourself if you have anything to plug, and then we're gonna remove you and answer your question. And basically, what John is thinking about doing, and this is quite possible, is if you don't follow those rules, he fully might just remove you. So, and maybe
there's no mic. You're definitely
maybe down the line we we might have like a playoff song. So we'll just have to see. Could be funny.
Yeah, we do. Because like I said, guys, we plan on molding this shit for the future, but it's like we want to be good. We want to be respectful of everybody waiting. So like I said, if you steer away from that, hi, how are you? Your thoughts, your question, your thoughts on said question, and then we will remove you. That is it. And then we will answer it. Don't try to get cute. Don't try to span off. Tell us about extra stuff and this, that, and that, and span off an episode, all that. Because now the hammer is being put down. Millionaire is here, Stormbreaker, all that shit. Because you will be removed. I'm like, all right, bro, you're doing a lot. So it's always love. Possible. Still love y'all. Yeah, timer is possible. I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it.
That might be something that we try to do down the line.
Right. Why is everyone sending question marks? Am I missing something?
I don't know.
And out of black women, I don't know if you're a homosexualist and you like gay bars or you suck at gay bars. I don't know.
So I was wondering the same thing.
What's going on? And Loki's actually what happened too. Is something going wrong with the stream or some shit?
Let me look. Looks fine.
Yeah. So well, whatever. Who knows? So yeah. So you will feel the wrath of Logan. This little teddy bear. Look at his hair. Your chat is not working. Looks like it is for us.
It's working perfectly.
Right. What are y'all experiencing? What is happening?
Anybody else in my chat? Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. That's fine.
Jedi Mike, I will say that it is. You're fine. Jedi Mike, you're fine.
Oh yeah, no, that's not what we're saying, Jedi.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And even we implemented everything, you've been cool, and it's like, oh, here you go, da 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 da.
Right.
Cool, thank you. So it's like you're fine.
It's relatively specific.
All right, keep it the bay, though. Let's keep it. We don't want to be too off. Liquids, you all have unleashed. Okay. So, sir. Logan is such a fucking dick. Oh my god, but I fucking. Oh my god. Oh, but I love you, buddy. Okay, this is. All right. So, are you ready, good sir?
I'm so ready.
Not you, girl. Talk about the person that's still waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one.
Number one.
Your options are one. One and one. And look, Jedi Mike, you are not last.
Well, hello there.
That. Why?
This was not planned. This was not planned. Are you guys hear me?
Yes. Sound great.
Cool. And then you guys come at my bro Logan. Your mama got halitosis. Okay. So no. And John. Real shit.
Whew. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Right. I'm the only one that can come after this fucker. Just me, nobody else.
That's correct.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna go to the movie. I've already filmed my rant, and it's actually gonna be my first ever rant. It's gonna be going to the dark side on my channel. It's gonna come out tomorrow. I already did that. But This is a question for is Universal. I have now reduced Universal as a movie studio I do no longer take seriously. Because not only do they reserve the rights to Hulk for no goddamn reason, you know, and just the fact of that for someone that I have been following, me and my father, we've been following Fast and Furious fans. Don't tell me I'm not. No, I've been there since the train hit. You know, Dom's car. I was there even with Tokyo with Twinkie before he ate all the Twinkies in this film.
Sir, the truck hit Dom's car, not the train, sir.
Oh, God.
Okay, all right. You know, we're not gonna get into it, but all right. But I'll just say this: the funniest line in that whole movie. I'll just say this is when what was it? Tyrese was saying like, "Man, two brothers from the hood. Now we're in space. Nobody can believe this shit." I'm like, you got that right. So yeah, but I just question Universal is just like I don't know what they have been putting out recently, but to this film, I say it's predictable. Now, if you follow all through the films like from the first one,
Logan, I need you to handle that jackass.
I got it.
Yeah, man, come on.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Now you can
keep going.
You can
Go
suck
ahead.
a herpy-filled dick with gonorrhea coming out the
Your
shit
mama's
with
a
a
hoe.
big booty ass with somebody who just
Oh,
lit all
God.
type of shit all in their booty hole, and I hope you gargle that shit down your throat. Now, sorry, Jedi Mike, continue.
You kissed the ring on that. But yeah.
But yes.
Okay, you guys good?
Yeah,
Yes.
continue. Just have to-
Okay. But yeah, it's just saying Universal is now a studio I don't know no longer take seriously. Can I even go into like the film just like this film has been predictable at this point and going into not only the failed dark universe that they had with Dracula and all the monster universe and everything.
That still hurts.
Yeah, so I basically reduced them to basically a studio I no longer take seriously. And do I have any merit to say that? That's what question I pose to y'all. So
I don't think it's that big of a issue, to be honest. I think you can say whatever you really want.
Come on, man.
Wait.
Where you live, bro?
Okay, so maybe hold on. So maybe I see what everyone's talking about because I see
see 'em.
some stuff on the chat that's not on mine. So I think my chat isn't working or like fucking up.
Yours personally?
Yeah, because unless this Logie fuck is on yours,
He's on mine.
Yeah, I
Oh.
see him. It's on Logan's.
Yeah. it's on mine.
banned him, block this fool.
I
see.
have.
You need moderators, bro.
He's still posting.
So
Or
in
she,
your
whoever the fuck.
in what's it called? StreamYard's chat, they don't leave. But they're no longer visible to the public.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
oh, how did Jedi Mike see them? Oh, I don't know.
No, I have it on the other stream, my other monitor right here. See Logan's chat right here.
And he could see it before it was removed, and now it's removed.
Yeah, now it's deleted. But yeah,
Got you. Okay. All right. Sorry.
I sent you a picture, John. You can see what my chat currently looks like.
Oh.
It looks great.
Okay. Yes, that is beautiful.
He's still here.
Got it.
He's still there.
Huh?
Yeah, he just posted he's still there.
Yeah.
You can't
He's
kill
just,
me. I'm like
you can't.
Thanos. Nah.
It's fine.
Anyway.
It'll be fine. But no, so here's the thing, Jedi Mike. The first thing that I thought of a movie that actually was from Universal recently that I dug was Invisible Man.
Of course.
And I now looked it up. That was only distributed by Universal. They didn't. Yeah, so they didn't actually pay to make the movie, and I think that's hilarious, and that makes total sense. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, Universal is becoming. It's similar to something like Sony. I'm iffy on, and also now Netflix as a studio is kind of I'm iffy. I don't honestly watch almost any Netflix movie, so it's a funny thing. But Universal, it's just something. It's a cash grab, and Fast and Furious works, and so I honestly can't blame them. I just wish they would try. Like that's what frustrates me the most is like, can you imagine if they made Fast and Furious 9 into a movie that I wanted to see a second time? Like the amount of money that movie would make from just across the world, if you extrapolate that from the people that have hated on it, it then comes back. It would be incredible. So that's kind of where, I look at Universal and it frustrates me. But Yeah, I mean, it's always a thing of, I look at the studio first and say, okay, who's paying to make this? And that's kind of my first iffy. I can get some iffiness immediately.
Right. Yeah, I think that to the point of like, as someone who's following this franchise, it's like this film got checked out during 7, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I did smile at the end when the car pulled up for Brian, but at the same time, it felt a weird feeling when I left the theater. I'm like, am I supposed to accept this? Because you basically are breaking the continuing, like the closing door that you had in 7, and
Right.
and saying, because the rumor I've heard, my dad told me about this, like they're trying to get his brother to come back for the last one and try to do some type of, whether you can CGI face or whatever. So that's why they brought his presence back in this film. Like, it made sense to say, oh yeah, the kids are with him. I'm like, okay, but why are you here?
Right.
Like,
why aren't you helping take care of the kids?
just for emotional like support. Like, sorry Mia.
Yeah.
I mean, they just, and who, like, racially ambiguous. Like, I'm like, all right, you'll see the video tomorrow. Anyway,
I know.
but yeah, but like I said, yeah. But it was a good stream though. I like how you guys trimmed the format and everything. But you guys made it. You got trolls now, so you made it.
Way to do it, man.
Right. That's how you know you made it in life, was
Right.
trolls. But
Yep.
whatever the fledging. But all right, you good, sir? Well, thank you. Sorry. Like I said, the asshole came in when he did. But let the people know where they can find you.
Yes.
And to check out this disrespectful rant you're just about to unleash.
I just turned
all of
notifications on for your channel.
Thank you. No, you can subscribe to
What an
Jedi Mike.
asshole.
Yeah. So you subscribe to Jedi Mike 7 official YouTube channel. I think we're at 119, I think. Right now. But yeah, so we're moving up. So yeah, but I said thank you guys for your support. Support content creators, support these guys and everything. And I'll continue to stay on the stream. And hope we have a good panel tonight. But I'll see you guys next time.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, man.
Love,
Yeah,
peace,
you
and
too.
chicken grease.
Yep.
Place. Oh shit. Cool cat, bro. Cool cat.
Yeah, I literally was sitting here. I was like, I'm turning notifications on because I can't wait to see that shit.
Of course you are, you
But
bastard.
also, YouTube does this shit where I feel like I don't see some of the people that I'm subscribed to, and so I have to do notifications, or I might not see their stuff. So I was thinking about it at that moment, and I've thought about it a million times, and I keep forgetting to do it. So I just wanted to do it right there. But also, that F9 video sounds like it'll be a doozy.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it will. You fucking ass. But anyway, guys, I'm putting the link up once again. We'll probably do a few more. Like I said, keep in tight of the rules. All right, come in, do your question alone. Don't try to rant off on our show. Don't try to give off your thoughts on anything. Don't give us backstory on things. Just direct question, thoughts. You're gone with love, and we will answer it. Like I said, this is for a reason, and this is what's going on. And yeah, or else you will be booted, cut short, or whatever. Okay?
That's what's so funny is we're giving an outlet for Twitter fingers to actually come on the show, and they just won't do it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because
wouldn't that be so fucking great
that would
if
be.
somebody was stupid enough to put their face to the
fucking somebody said earlier, this is the content I saw on for, and that's when me and you was going at it.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, that's what we do. We say the most crazy fucking shit to each other, whatever, and we know what it's up. Somebody else comes in with that shit. It's kind of that's bad.
That's the thing. I mean, it's like
that's
we
bad.
fully, like, when John and I signed up and said, like, hey, we're going to do this, we full on said, like, hey, you and I might go at it at some points, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But if anyone wants to disrespect either of us, we'll get on the same team real fucking quick, bro. Like, it won't be good for said
just
person.
Fucking destroy.
So, like, I mean,
oh my god,
I don't know, man. I think it's really funny.
It's very funny.
It's fantastic.
I'm a zesty husband. Oh, shit.
I love seeing. That's the thing, is he's saying He's saying anti-LGBT stuff, and you have shows about being a part of the LGBTQ community, and he thinks that that's a bad, like, he's like making fun of you.
Right. It's like, this is I don't know. It's just stupidity. So I think it's one of these situations where, usually people that go so hard about LGBT,
They're
and all
very
that good shit. Well, it's either that because they had a few dicks in them a few times, and they just don't want to. They didn't like that. It felt good, or they sucked a few, did whatever the hell. So just lashing out. That's all it is.
it's fine. He's just very upset.
He's very upset. And wait a rare, not a rare, but good to see. And this is gonna be hilarious. See what's going on. Welcome to the Film Cave. Oh, it's not that fucker. Don't worry. But it's this guy eating as always. What's going on, man?
Good
What's up,
morning.
man? Good morning.
Right,
Good afternoon. Wherever. Congratulations on your 30th episode, guys.
Well,
I thought I'd just
thank you.
pop in real quick before torturing myself with watching The Flash. So,
Yeah.
because that's pretty much all it is at this point right now. So, what are y'all talking about today? In all likelihood, I haven't seen it, so yeah, it's all good.
We ran through Fast 9. We did Loki. Logan here has been running through Watchmen, so he gave us thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Talked about the trailers that dropped. And we got our first troll in the chat.
Nice.
So you can have a lot of fun
I
with
just
that.
came in right around that time. Actually,
It's fantastic.
I don't know. Did you guys discuss the whole Loki gender fluid controversy and all that?
We know there's a controversy thing, but we did mention it. I was like, hey, yeah, he's rocking it both, but there's a controversy with it now.
No. So I'm kind of curious, especially your opinion, Knight, because they're like, it's already on the cancel culture. It's the typical trolls, the typical YouTube channels you are probably familiar with, that the Brie Larson haters, the people that always come around and just start saying Disney is destroying themselves, thousands of people stop watching, the fans revolt,
Sure.
And so they're basically saying like Loki, because they're saying like they're just upset that Loki is now gender fluid, and then he's also technically bi as well, right. And normal fans are like, yeah, it's Loki, like, and then people that even know Norse mythology, they're like, yo, Loki has transformed to a horse, has fucked the horse, and then has gotten pregnant with a horse. So it's like, come on, dude. It could be much worse than just saying he's gender fluid here. So
yeah,
it's just so stupid. Like, it's unfortunate that that's still a thing that, because a character with the mythology calls for it, which even if it didn't, like the times that we're fucking in, it's just like, it's still an issue. Where people are like, oh, my child's whatever is like fucking ruined now, and fucking Disney, like, oh, I'm like, calm down. Like, it's just getting ridiculous at this point. But
absolutely,
it's dumb. So I'm just like, fine.
What's so funny about it is what I think a lot of people don't realize is more than likely, because the small amount of people that are trying to be loud when they're screaming that stuff, they really actually weren't watching the show to begin with. Like, they don't give a fuck about Loki. They just hear this and go, wait, they want kids to watch this? Oh, hell no, or whatever. And it's like, yeah, kids should probably be exposed and see themselves or see others that are different than them, all the same, in front of them in entertainment. And instead they're like, no, we can't have that in front of children. It's like, why?
They got one of them goddamn fairies on the TV.
I mean, if you want to be like super, if you want to bring religion into it, it's like they're fucking witches and wizards. Like, that's that's not good for religion already. So you probably weren't watching this stuff to begin with.
Well, see, and then my thing on top of that is like, particularly with Loki, it's like, if you're watching the show, you completely understand why they're making those sort of comments and making it a little more accurate, because it would make sense, especially within line with the variant story idea. And it's kind of just like, yeah, chill on this. Like, it's not like, suddenly Loki is showing up with like pride colors or something like that in the next episode or whatever,
Yeah.
which would actually be kind of interesting variant. But
Wait a minute, that's the next Loki.
yeah,
Like,
that's
hey.
gonna be-
What's going on?
no, it's not Loki. Don't call me that. It's low key, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
there you
my
Are
name is
y'all
Les.
lost?
Yeah. Like, to admit that show is writing itself right now. Let's go.
It- Very much so. But hold on, I'm gonna keep you here, Aka, because we have one more person who wants to.
No, I'm not talking. No questions today. No.
No questions today. Well, he's your homie, so I don't know. It's Jay King. Good sir. So if you're ready, now, Sir King, I love you. Get your question in. Ride out with us because he likes to give us a history, which we appreciate, but we just want to be fair. And everyone's looking at us in the waiting room like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But all right, and he's in the red light district, so he just finished.
No, he's
Boom Boom.
you didn't know he works at the strip club.
He just finished some
there
Boom
he is.
Boom.
What, you and this
With the 2019
The
Yeah,
2019
like, this is
sunglasses.
The
Well,
2019s.
The stripper time variant here. Yeah.
Oh, there's the
Right.
Miles
Okay,
has been
dude.
going through some things recently.
Okay.
Corona
Alright.
Corona has hit Miles Morales hard, man. Look at him.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Lamentus was purple. J. King is. I don't know what's hitting that planet, but it ain't good.
Yes, sir. But what's going on, Jay King? What you got for us, brother? What's your question? Let him lay it on us.
Okay. And first off, I don't give history. I don't know what you are talking about. I get to the question.
No, comic history. People like you inform us.
Look, I give my thoughts on a recent thing and then I get to my question.
Yeah, I got
Look.
3 pages on the last episodes of The Flash that say otherwise. Yeah.
Look. You didn't want to see the last 3 episodes. I saved you from that, okay?
Oh my god, that's
Okay.
fantastic.
All right.
All right.
Oh yes. What do you got?
All right.
What's your question, good sir?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this I'm gonna keep it to Fast and Furious. By the way, movie was stupid, but it was the good kind of stupid. That's just my opinion on it.
Congrats.
So my question has to be, okay, so Aka, I already saw your tweet. I know you didn't see it. Knight, you saw it. Logan, you saw it. Okay, good. So my question has to be coming with, because I think they said that 10 is most likely going to be their last one, which I think we all like, suspected that was going to be the case. Like, they can't do this forever, especially
Part
with
1
the
and 2.
state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna.
Right,
There's actually gonna
especially
be
with
2
this-
more movies. Yeah,
Yeah, 2 more
Wait,
movies.
2 more?
yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
so-
a part 1, part 2.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious Part 1. Fast and the Furious
How does that work,
10,
by the way?
Part 1 and Part 2, which is basically Fast and the Furious 10 and 11, which
Right,
is dumb.
right.
Like, they just call it, whatever though. Yeah, whatever.
Ish.
They're gonna take the
Basically,
numbers
the Infinity War and
Oh,
the ending
I
of this
just
franchise.
realized a perfect title. It'd be great. Fast 10, Death in the Family. Death of the Part 1, and then Fast 11, Death of the Family. Yeah, writing
I was
itself.
gonna say call that bitch call it FX.
I-
was like, there you go.
You know what? FX actually works.
I think they should call the first one "Death of the Family" and then just not do anymore.
They better bring The Rock back.
Okay.
Or
my
just
question-
continue with
right.
the Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Your question.
Fast
Sorry.
and Furious
based
Triple
on-
X. Vin Diesel.
Based on it. Okay.
That's the
Based
movie I
on
want.
The ending of this movie, the fact that Cypher's ass is still out there and we still got to deal with her even after all these movies, and teases and everything from Hobbs and Shaw and all that. If you guys could choose how you want this franchise, whether it be that it is 1 or 2 more movies, how would you want this franchise to end for you based on what they left us on in this movie? But beyond the ridiculousness of tackling a man through a building or flipping a whole freaking truck over, I'll give them props for Han. It was actually kind of clever in my opinion, but based on everything they left us, how would you want them to go with the whole Cypher thing? Anyone you want them to bring back beyond all the millions of people they've brought back? Anything else you want them to introduce? Any whatever crazy stunt you think can elevate fucking 2 dudes from the ghetto going to space? How would y'all want this to go?
I do like
That's
what
basically
Lee.
my question.
I do like what Lee said in the chat. He said time travel.
Yeah, man.
Right. But what do you think?
You know
The
what?
Yeah,
multiverse.
what's
What do you
Bring
want
back
to think
Gal
first before we get
Gadot.
into that?
Bring back Gal Gadot as Diana,
Yeah,
and then everybody's like,
Diana.
"What?
as well. It's
You look
multiverse.
really different like
Yeah.
that. I'm not just a street racer anymore. I'm a warrior." And then
No,
bring the
I
fucking
need
dinosaurs
I need
in, all of them.
I need a fucking scene now where basically they have a wish to like stop something, and they're like, okay, let's bring this dude back, and she just comes in. You have to
Yeah.
announce your
Yeah.
wish stop.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
God.
I just need
Wait,
that.
J.
I
King,
need that now.
what is your thing that you wanted to end before we start answering? Well, how would you want it to end?
Well, if I'm to be honest, how I'd want it to end, bring everyone you can back. I don't know if The Rock will come back because of the whole beef and whatever, but like bring everyone you can back, bring Shaw, bring whoever you can back into this movie. Basically, I don't know, say Cypher brings together all the villains that aren't dead at this moment in time, bring them back together. It's like one last hoorah to try and take down Dom and the crew. And maybe in this, you know, what Tyree's saying, how the fuck are we still alive? How about you test that mortality and actually have someone die for once?
Okay.
It's a great.
Heard
answer.
Yeah, that's how I would do it. I don't know who it is. I almost did actually think Dom was going to die in this movie, but he didn't because the power of love. So
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
Not
maybe
bad.
test that mortality
really selling
and
this
kill
movie,
someone.
man. I can't wait to
Yeah,
see it.
no.
Right. All right. Sounds good. I'm actually not mad at that. I don't know who I'd want to die, but I'll figure that out. But where can the people find you in the red light district, brother?
Okay. So social medias, jking_ZIO. Main account, art account is Amazon arts_jking. Twitter, jking_01. Otherwise, you can find me on streams with this dude right up here in the upper right corner. I won't be there actually right now because I haven't seen the episode, dude. I literally just got back from work, so I haven't seen it yet. So I probably won't be in the stream tonight until Loki, but that's basically where you guys can find me.
Heard it. All right. We all go. Show my boy some love. Sir, stick around. Thank you for stopping on by.
Yeah.
And per usual, we shall see you next week.
Yep.
All right, brother.
Or not. We never know. No, you will see me next week. You will see me next week. I actually think about it.
Well, whenever you pop up, we will see you. All right, brother. Be easy.
Speaking of which, Knight, what's up with that Vin Diesel cosplay you're doing right now?
That's
Like-
It was for the F9. I got my
Yeah.
corona and everything.
He got his corona
I
out
had
and
to be ready.
everything.
Had to be ready for it. You know,
This is what
All
I do
right.
a show with.
drinking from the
Okay.
honor. Yeah.
This-
Logan Paul is doing a zombie Paul. Nah, never mind. I'm gonna stop right there. That was such a low, too much of low blow.
He did that. This did happen. Vin Diesel fought 24 spies at once and didn't even get a scratch.
That's
He
correct.
did. And he yanked an entire cement fucking
Right.
thing down.
And
All
then
that.
he fell down, and they all fell down on top of him with him.
Right.
And then his
And the
wife
concrete.
came and got him. And then you know where they ended up the next scene?
Mhm.
In the same building. They didn't
Yeah.
even have to leave.
Mm-mm. Everybody's dead. Everyone's dead and gone. He killed them all
No,
when he sacrificed himself.
the hideout has been infiltrated, and they just stay there. It was the wildest shit. I can't believe it.
Okay, I just looked it up. It comes out because I was wondering because I haven't heard anything about Fast 9 at all in
Jesus
Japan.
Christ.
It's coming out in August 6th over here. So yeah,
Ah.
there's no rush to watch this movie. Trust me. Yeah,
Don't pay money.
Yeah, I won't. No, I won't.
Thank
I won't. The only reason I ever watched the previous ones was because The Rock was in it. And then even then, the only way I would watch it is if I could get it in the the 4D
Oh yeah.
4DX. That's the only reason it was even
Sure.
worth it because it was like a glorified Universal theme park.
Right.
Like that,
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
That's it. Otherwise, those movies were dumb as hell.
It kind of
So,
is made
yeah.
for that. Yeah, that's true.
It is. I mean, they have a ride at fucking Universal.
Yep.
Don't know how it is or what it's like, but I'll show my ass. We'll figure it out when I go there.
John, do you have an answer to J. King's question of any idea where you want it to go? I don't think there's any point to any of these movies anyway, so it's kind of tough to.
Yep.
It'll be the same movie.
Bring in the fucking dinosaurs. That's all I'm
Shut
saying.
your mouth. Listen, I'll take it with the dinosaurs. I'm here for it. It's awesome. But
Jump off.
I don't know. I think that obviously Cypher will be taken down. I don't think we're gonna have a death. If we do, Dom should probably be the one to croak it, since he's like the main head. I think that'll be the most emotional impact of death that you can have. But I don't have a director where it could go. With these films, literally any fucking thing can happen. They're probably going to end it, like we said, with the musical and have everyone just ride off into the sunset. Like
Brian, I'm coming to see you soon.
Right.
Basically.
I'm coming, brother.
I'm coming, brother.
Everyone's singing while they're fucking driving.
I don't know. I don't want to spoil things, but that's ridiculous.
I mean, they should just fast forward to the future and you see Dom's. Isn't it Dom's kid?
Yeah.
Is it Dom's kid Brian grown up and everything, and that was my family, and like that. And you're like, okay, whatever. And you see it on the wall. It's just this montage, and you can Photoshop the Rock in there,
Right.
and you just see like this them on the fireplace or whatever, and this dude. Brian Jr.
They might do some shit like that.
I'm
actually.
serious. Brian's just having a cookout, and he's just like, "That was my family. I remember. We all remember what they did. You know, they
set up the next generation of Fast. They might do that.
They saved the multiverse like that from dinosaurs.
Man.
Dinosaurs.
I like what Kenya said. He said they might as well collab with Miss Fizzle and the Magic School Bus.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! That'd be dope. That'd actually be
Oh
interesting.
my God. Can you imagine the Fast family exploring fucking inside human bodies and shit?
Hell
They go to the
yeah!
quantum realm.
Hell yeah! You gotta be fast enough to beat Corona. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come on! Oh my God! Is that the Delta variant? Oh, we gotta go
my
fast.
God.
What are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
Or team up with the Avengers. Just make them Marvel canon, whichever one. The superheroes
Perfect.
at this point.
Perfect.
Enlist them. Have Doctor Strange pop up at the end and be like, "Whoa, what am I?"
Groot's over here like, I am Groot. I'm Groot.
There you go.
Right? And
Look
Dom's
at
like,
Vin
"You
Diesel."
seem familiar." Like you look.
Just have Zordon show up at the end. I need 5 adults with attitude and cars.
And speed.
Yeah,
Right.
and speed.
There was an idea.
Oh my God.
Take
It was a
ordinary
dumbass
street
idea, but we're
racers.
gonna do it anyway.
May the speed force protect you. Yeah.
Wow. Right. It's
But,
oh my God. But yeah, so that's what these last 20 minutes, guys, or last 20 minutes, a few minutes, we'll come to the chat, hang out with y'all before we close out. So if anything I want to talk about, mention, now is your time. This is just to shoot the shit segment. So we'll see what y'all got. We'll definitely carry amongst ourselves. But also that fight was weak as shit.
Which one?
Vin and Cena.
Oh, sure.
I expected so much more. That shit was
What do you
whack.
mean? Cena can't fight?
Fuck. Oh my God. It's like the best fight in the series is still The Rock and Vin Diesel by far. It was a bullshit, non-fucking realistic fight, but still a great fight.
Yeah.
I expected this to go. It was like 2 seconds and the shit was over. I'm like, what
Are
the
you
fuck
kidding
is
me?
this?
A pro wrestler doesn't know how to fight? That's crazy.
I guess not, but I'm like, Jesus
Whole movie.
Christ.
I actually ran into Cena one time in Los Angeles a long time ago in El Segundo. That dude is huge, man. Like the cameras, it doesn't do it justice, but that dude's arm is like the waistband is bigger than my head. It's crazy.
So I brought this up earlier, but when you watch the movie, it is laughable in some shots to see him do the maneuvers that he's doing, like climbing on shit. Like there's a scene where he has to climb a ladder and he's the bad guy. So he literally has like, he stares at the camera all upset, like 20 times. Like it looks like it's from the 90s. And then like there's a scene where he's pissed off and he's like, all right, I'm out. And he has to turn around and climb up like this ladder that's real thin. And he's just like this. And like his biceps are touching each other.
Right.
And like he's so goddamn big and like it's laughable to like see him climbing on the outside of cars and shit. And it just doesn't look right because of how absolutely monstrous he is as a human being.
Oddly enough, I think James Gunn is going to probably bring out the best performance out of John Cena ever.
Yeah.
Like that trailer for that second trailer really sold me on the first one. I was like, okay, whatever, fake ass Rock, get out of here. But but then the second one, that little line about the starfish, the starfish butthole line,
Oh.
he just sold it really well, and I'm like, okay, this dude is actually might have some acting.
He does corny really well.
So that was the thing, was what Cena's been doing is anytime, like if he's on a talk show or anything, he plays stern but like tries to be funny, and like that's the character that he is. And so I'm pretty sure James Gunn just like saw how he was doing that and said, hey, I just want you to do that and wear this outfit and be the exact same thing you've been doing. It fits perfectly to what I want. And I think it has a shot of working. I still seeing John Cena in anything is tough for me because I was a wrestling fan as a kid, and he was my favorite.
Oh, really?
Whenever I was when I was young, and so I mean it's tough to see him
prototype.
Yeah, so I mean it's tough.
He broke Kurt Angle's winning streak.
I mean all the spinning belts and spinning chains. Like I had all that shit.
The doctor of thugonomics.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, you brought that back. Jesus.
This is big as thugonomics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was never been a Cena fan like that, but I don't know. Just his corny works. I have no idea.
He was all right. He was actually like, I actually did like John Cena when he was the doctor of thugonomics and doing all that. But when he became like ultra face, like the face of the company, like he was like Captain America, like you know, they were interviewing, they were finding all these ratty ass. Yeah, they were right. Like when he's up here saluting, hustle, loyalty, respect, saluting. I'm like, oh my God, it's never been in any enlisted before. Like, come on, dude. Like, I blame 9/11 on that one. Like, because like the moment 9/11 happened, they just made him like the face of America or something. And like,
and when they killed Saddam Hussein, when they killed Osama bin Laden, he went out there and was the one that announced it to the whole crowd and everything. It's like, that's I don't know if that's
which, you know, it's ironic. Ironically speaking, I found out about them killing Osama through The Rock, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's
hilarious. I'll never forget. I was in Fukuoka and I was looking at my Twitter or my Instagram, and The Rock made like a special announcement, and he's like, I just found out, and he's like, I'm so happy, blah blah blah. But he didn't say exactly what it was, but he's like, and he was just like, I have just gotten this great news, but we're gonna wait for Obama to talk about it. And then right after that, Obama came out. I'm like, damn, how'd The Rock find out before? Right? This
Obama's like hitting up The Rock first.
Hey, so Rock, you know, I got something to tell you real quick. I shot that nigga. Yeah. Call of Duty style, double tap, bitch.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like that clip of Cena doing it. He speaks in like military terms.
Yeah,
like he's like, we have compromised or permanently. You know, I was like, what are you saying? Like, just say we killed him, but like,
right?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Ever since they made him the Marine, he's been like the face of that army. Shit,
I almost could see why that might be why he's like trying to leave and become an actor, because that he could be canceled real quick for a character like that that's seemingly pretending to be military. I mean, that's
black and military. he's combining both.
Cena, man. Yeah.
Oh my God,
he's combining both. But all right, y'all. So I think this is a good spot to end the show. It's been pretty hefty. We're going on almost 3 hours here.
Goodness.
Right. We had a very eventful. A lot going on. We had some trolls. We had some blow-ups.
I know.
We had some all type of shit going.
Oh my.
Going on here. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for joining us on the Film Cave episode 30. Sir Arkason, thank you for surprising us.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Man.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Good luck with The Flash.
Oh God. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need some time travel for this one. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, guys, Logan, where can people find you? What you got coming up? What's going on?
All right. Well, since I finished Watchmen, I now need to figure out a new show to watch.
Ragnarok.
Is that a show?
Yeah. It's like literally an anime girl with big ass titties, so big that black people are holding it. Black slaves are holding up her big ass white titties.
Oh wow!
As a bra. Yep.
Incredible.
Do it.
But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what to watch next on that. That's like Attack on Titan. That's so much fucking. There's so many episodes.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm looking at it, but yeah, Logan Swish on YouTube. We'll figure it out. And obviously Loki episodes. We got it.
Right, tonight. Whew, no sleep for this guy. So here we go with that. Aka, where can people find you?
On Twitch right now in about a few minutes as I suffer through the Flash so we can enjoy Loki in about 4 hours from now. AKA SAN_plays, Akasun _plays. Also finally got a PlayStation 5. So
that's right.
sometime this week or next week I will start the journey into Miles Morales.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Not literally into him, but playing the game.
Miss
Yeah,
Frizzle and the Magic
get
School Bus
excited.
might help.
Don't get excited. Yeah. As I dive into the game, that is Miles Morales. And also stay tuned for more on the Knight's Vin Diesel cosplays. This is the prototype right now.
Yeah.
By the time Fast 10 comes out, he's
it's
gonna
mostly
full blown.
it's mostly The Rock. I only do this for reviews and stuff. Mostly get the you can catch my Hobbs on the FCL and Smowdown shit, but for reviews and all that, it's gonna be Dom. I like to switch it up.
Oh god.
Give the family love.
He's just lying all. This is his grinder profile picture right now. So it's like
Oh my god.
and if you
that
have
would
it,
actually be genius. Just cosplay is different.
Funny thing is, somebody apparently now speaking on
added you
Grindr.
on Grindr, yeah.
No, is like spamming me on Grindr as some old
Nice.
white guy looked like a troll page saying some stupid shit. I'm like, I blocked him,
Sure.
and now I guess they made a fake page, or changed their profile pic to me and says major dickhead. So now there's another troll
Another troll
page. I don't know what's happening. It's just
on what?
what's going on
Grindr.
I don't know how Grindr works. So you can just see random
Oh,
people.
have fun with that.
I'm gonna have to download this and look up the major dickhead.
Yeah, well, you're gonna see a lot of dickheads.
You're gonna see a lot of
Grindr,
dickheads, or
God.
buttholes, whichever
Yep,
one.
you're gonna see.
They
Yeah,
just allow that?
about.
chocolate starfish.
That's what it's for.
Grindr is basically Tinder for gay men.
Well, yeah, but you can't show your tits on Tinder, right?
Can you not?
You
I don't
can't.
know.
You can't.
Oh yeah, that is true. Like
Okay.
Grindr is like the application is like show your dick basically.
Oh Jesus!
Helicoptering,
Oh, yeah.
fluffing, whatever. Like, don't ask me how I know all this. But
I was about to
yeah, you're like,
All
"You
right.
are very informative,
Yeah.
Akasan. Yeah,
no,
no, I have one.
would be telling me this, but
I have this one really, really
No.
gay Japanese friend. So he's always showing me Grindr and
Oh,
like the
fantastic.
application process. Yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah,
Well, good luck with
it's
that,
bad.
John.
Yeah, it's the
Fast
people
10.
literally won't say hi.
Grindr.
They'll just send like hung,
Yeah, their
or they'll
dick
send you a
pic.
picture
Yep,
of
yep,
like an asshole or whatever.
Yep.
Like they don't say
Good
nothing.
God!
Gays are horny ass people.
Yeah,
I don't know what-
if only it was that easy for us, right?
I was
The
just
rest
gonna
of us.
say, I wish women were like that too. It's a lot more difficult.
Because
So
I'm
I'm
sitting
like-
here thinking about like I feel like on Twitter or on Tinder, you probably can't even send pictures. I wouldn't think.
You can, but they even ask you, they're like, "Are you sure?" There's like fucking guidelines. Don't show your dick. Don't type.
Okay, okay.
Whatever the hell.
That's
Grindr's just like boom.
let you
And
do it.
woman, I just meant sometimes, like you're human. I feel like women feel like they can't sexually explore themselves to be free as much because society
Not
labels
for
them
free.
a hoe.
Right.
Yeah, do it on
labels them
OnlyFans.
as a hoe. I'm
Yeah.
like, they just want to fucking have fun. They can do that. Don't fuck the whole nation. But I'm saying like it's okay if you have fun. Like, but
Sure.
society fucked us. So now we got to do the 12 labors just to poke a butt cheek or something. So I'm like, I don't want to do all that. Right.
Fast 9, Tinder grinding. That's the title right there. Sorry, Fast 10. Yeah, Fast X. Yeah, maybe we should go with Fast X. Part 1, Part 2. Honestly, they might just call it that, dude. They might just call it that. Fast X Part 1, Part 2.
Just call it
instead of
FX.
Fast.
That's it. Just FX. Boom.
Nah,
You
because
can't do
that's your
part one,
Fast
part
10.
two.
No, because probably the problem is if you call it FX, it's just gonna be so many like edgy keyboard warriors like, oh, that's so funny considering most of it is already FX. Subscribe to my YouTube page.
I mean, they did call the 8th one "Fate of the Furious." For
Really?
F8 was.
It's better. It's better than the Japanese titles. They're called like Euro
They
Trip,
get a lot.
Ice Break, Sky Mission was one of them. The last one
45-7,
was
Furious
the submarine one was called Ice Break.
hilarious. That's
Yeah,
like a
Euro
10-minute
Trip.
thing.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah.
like how they call it. So I'm sure I don't know what this one will be called, but yeah, I think the spin-off one was called Super Friends or yeah,
I do
Super
remember
Friends.
something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, Max Friends or something like that. Yeah, Super Combo. I think it was called Super Combo or something like that.
Hilarious.
That's funny. But well, all right, guys. So yeah, this went off the rails. So a lot of gayness and buttholes and Tinder
Penis.
and all type of and all type of stuff. But I guess it wouldn't be. I don't know. Vanguard channel reported. Check your email. You'll see. What the hell?
Fast and
is
Furious Super Combo. That was it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what it was called. The
Hilarious.
Japanese title, Super Combo.
Got it. That's funny. All right, guys.
All
We're
right,
gonna
guys.
hop up out of here. Thank y'all for joining.
See you guys on
And,
Twitch.
Right. Go over to Akasan's Twitch and hang out with him for a little bit and torture through the Flash.
Ugh.
Clockwork
Good
Orange
luck,
style.
man.
Yeah, I will.
Right. Dear God. All right, y'all. Be easy, and we'll see y'all in the cave. Peace.
Later, guys.
Starfish.